Looks like there's a little bit of lag already. Nothing new.
You're live.
Huh?
You're live.
I'm lagging, yeah.
No live.
Live. Live and lagging.
Oh, I just got the
Hey, 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 hey.
camera is
Oh, what? No, that's my notes right there, Sally. Um, it's not Sally, it's Ashley. Well, I don't know no Sally. That's just a, that's just a fucking, like people be like, hey, Sally. Hey guys. Let's see now. So, I am doing a video where I'm talking about my first to start out this stream. Hello, welcome to anybody who's first joining the stream with us tonight. I thank you and appreciate you guys for being here. This is the UD Raw live stream where we interview the artists, talk to the artists, talk about UD, and today we're going over the recap of UD38 that we had over the weekend on Saturday. The show was really dope. I wanted to go over first and foremost my experience of the show as well while you guys start trickling in here. Hold on one second. I'm gonna turn down this. I got this Justice League going right now. I'm gonna turn this shit down. I'm gonna start this shit. But yeah, last Saturday was our 38th Underground Developmental show, and we, for the first time, had it in. Well, it wasn't the first time. The first time we had our main UD shows was in Jersey City at Pearl Studios, which is the studio building that we've been having our studio in, which we're in right now, NJ Underground Studios, which is a studio me and my friend Tag run. Ashley also runs the studio as well. I know she was giving me, I felt the devil looks Ashley was giving me right then and there. But yeah, we just had our 38th Underground Developmental show. It was super tedious in order to get to, honestly, like to get to that point, because we've been doing shows for the last like 6 months in Kearney, New Jersey, and it's been really cool. Like when we first got back going and started having it at Sesh House, it was really dope, and we had such a big, like we had some of the biggest crowds we've ever had. Nevertheless, it was something new, especially for me as the event planner, as the runner of the events, because financially it was way more than what we had previously. This venue was $1,000 per day. I mean per show, as well as I really stepped up my staff, and my staff was now $750 per show. So that was a big chunk of change in order to fucking make up for the shows and like a bigger like space as well. But I really loved it because it was like it made it more prestigious, it made it bigger, it made it like in a way it just made it for more room for us to grow and made it for us to be able to really embellish in a bigger space and really in a prestigious space. And it was really dope, and I really enjoyed being there. But having the shows here kind of really made me really feel like we really thrive in more intimate spaces. Like even though like the last venue was a very prestigious space, it was the only negative about it was not only it didn't really like as an independent company, as an independent not even company, as an independent business, it's a lot of like shit on the back end that you have to make sure is straight, like the making sure the event can pay for itself, or I have to pay out of pocket in order to do that, and that's just not something that's sustainable as a business. And if I'm having to sit here and scrape for every last dime in order to make the shows happen, then that's less time that I can spend on actually helping the artist grow and helping the brand grow so that the artist can have a bigger platform to showcase himself on. So that was something that was tedious. And I was doing that a lot for being at Sesh House because it was a lot of money on the end of the business, and especially doing it super consistently. And after a while, it just wasn't profiting for itself enough. So just as a business, it's not something that's going to have long term longevity, as well as the intimacy because of how big of a space it was less than how it was at a previous space. So, but at the end of the day, I also didn't want to, even though this was a great option. We just had a UD Unplugged show, which was kind of like um, I mean, it was like a UD show, but it was just a kind of a spin-off of it. We had a show here, and we essentially had this our studio open, and within our studio, like we've had this a studio in here for like a little over 2 years, and um, always had that option, but I've been always trying to think bigger and get to a bigger standpoint and like grow to that point where we can be like a bigger business and really be like worldwide and really be the have like thousands of people come to every show. But as a business, you can't jump certain hurdles without actually being ready to be there. So I think me trying to overlook this space because it wasn't quote unquote prestigious enough was kind of like a misstep, because where we thrive is the more intimate spaces, and especially like just looking prestigious and just for the sake of looking prestigious isn't conducive to growing your brand. It's good for it's good for appearances, but if it doesn't actually help the business grow and the artist grow, then it's all just smoke and mirrors at the end of the day, just to make yourself look like a big artist. I want the artist to be a big artist. I don't want them to look like a big artist. So having the events at the space now at Pearl Studios is a lot better actually, because number one, we have a lot of space. We had the show when we did the Unplugged show, which was the spin-off show to the series that we had our studio open. So this space, the studio was open. We had and the performance room was open. So we had performances with a bunch of artists, and we had the studio open. So it was really dope because it was really intimate, and something that we thrive on in our community is being intimate with each other and being very close knit and having a community of people who are friends. Like most of my friends that I have now are people in the community. So it's it's really, that is something that's so substantial about our community, is that it's a family. It's not really just a community. So people really, it's not even just about the obviously within UD, like something that is super profound is just being able to have that uh it don't have to be prestigious to be prestigious. You could if you make something nice and in like a place that's like actually really intimate and tight knit, then you could have something very substantial. It's just about what kind of effort you put into it. So I feel like we bring that within everywhere that we go, and um, the Unplugged show really showed me how this is something that could be a very dope venue. And so currently in the last month, the Sesh House is not allowing the same shows that they had before. So they're on kind of a pause, or I don't really know what's going on, but they're not having shows at the moment. So we had to pivot because we already had a show planned there. So we had to pivot the show. And we pushed back 2 weeks from the show so we had more time to promote, as well as yeah, we pushed back 2 weeks for the show, as well as moved the show to Pro Studios. So when we did that, we had the studio open, and we had this studio, we had the performance room open, and they have a performance room downstairs too. So we have a lot of shit going on. So we needed to get all three of those. So in here, we had content going on, different pieces of content going on for artists to be able to get on. We had the performances going on in the performance room, and everything was live streamed. You guys could check out the entire live stream of the night on our YouTube page right now. We also had downstairs, we had vendors, we had painting table, we had podcasts for the artists to get on. Um, and we had painting display, and we had tacos. We had fucking food down there as well. And yeah, it's just a lot of different things that we had, especially like something that we really, I mean, we're called underground developmental for a reason. We're trying to give the artists a way that they can develop themselves, that they can grow their career, and they could grow their art. And there it was dope because something I was saying significantly on the stage was you're able to go and um do different things as an artist. Even if you're not performing, you could go get on multiple different content pieces. You could get on a podcast. You could talk to career coaches. There's multiple different things that you can do as an artist in order to grow yourself and really grow your fan base. So that's what we've been providing at Underground Developmental, and I think having it here really made it dope. And honestly, my recap of the show is it was my favorite show in a long time, and not only because I was just performing, because like I really think we thrive on intimate spaces because I was just in a different element when we was having the show here, in the sense of how I felt by hosting, how I felt like the camaraderie with just being around the community in that tight knit space, and just being able to interact with everybody in that way just really brought out the best in me. In terms of when I went up to host, I just had fun with it. When I performed, I had one of the most intimate performances that I've ever had because I was really having so much fun with it. Um, and I could tell, especially with what we're doing now with interviewing the artists and getting to know the artists more behind the scenes before the events as well with the live streams. I really felt like I got to know the artists and just felt like so connected with the artists at the shows as well. And it was just really dope. And I actually really love having the show here. And it kind of honestly was, I, this kind of does feel like my second favorite venue at this point, that we've had the shows at, because just the intimacy element of it is very significant. And especially at the price, like this is half the price as the last venue, and that's something that's substantial because when you're running a business and you're trying to expand and you're trying to grow it and you're trying to also help it benefit the artists, to help grow the artists as well, then um we have to ensure that everything is making sense in order for us to continue to keep going. Because if I'm just sitting here and focusing on how are we gonna make the money in order to pay for everything, instead of focusing on let's do something affordable, and that's a really dope, really intimate, really cool series of shows that we can continue to grow upon. And every show we could really focus on growing, getting a step further, a step higher, growing the social media, growing the artist, growing the brand, instead of just sitting here and focusing how to scrape up every last dollar that we can get in order to make the artists look more prestigious than they are. No, I want to. This is uh hard sweat work. We have to fucking sit here and really grind and actually get one step at a time to get to where we want to get to. So it's really just a matter of making it make more sense, because a lot of shit doesn't show you the behind the scenes in the sense of like, hey, this may look dope, but we're struggling, or this don't make dope, or like whatever. Like a lot of everything is just smoke and mirrors. That's why I love the UD platform, because everything is just really raw and peeled back, and like there's no magic tricks in front of your eyes. These are the how things work, and these are how things go. There's no investors behind this shit. There's no fucking um nothing behind this shit. This is fucking bare bone, just put together by the people. So I feel like just having it at this venue really is the smartest possible way we can do it, so that we can have a space and that's less money, more profitable, more access. Like we have this space 24/7. We have the ability to set up in these spaces beforehand. We have the ability to do so much within the space. We have the ability to essentially build up to the point where we could buy more rooms to have more ability to do more shit with the artists in different rooms, even to the point where we could fucking buy the building or a building, whatever, and just continue to grow and continue to go up. But if we're just spending all of the money elsewhere and spending all of the money outside of this, and not building where we are, then we're not going to be able to expand as much as we'd like. So that's really the game plan of growing where we are and gaining more really just worldwide recognition from the social media and the um, just bare bones trying to help the artists develop themselves and grow their brand as well. So I think the show was amazing and I love the performances. Everybody really showed so much love. It was so much energy. Motherfuckers was moshing a lot. We got a lot of dope ass fucking footage and especially like how we're rolling out everything. Like the staff was amazing. Like the staff was really on top of their shit and really helpful and really I appreciate the staff so much for showing all of the help and the love that they do to the shows and giving that platform for the artists to be able to do what they do because that brings so much value to our platform with the artists coming through and doing that. So yeah, it was really amazing and I loved how much that you could tell like the artists were so genuine about their um experience performing as well. Like you could tell that they really loved what they were doing on the stage and they really had fun with it as well, which is the biggest aspect of it as well. Um, and the only thing that I want to just keep going with is just keep helping them grow and just keep giving them more platforms and just doing more. There's so much that I'm about to roll out with May as well that I want to do with the artists, like different practices, like different helping them create content, like just different things that we can do in order to help the artists actually grow more and without just performing. Like we have a whole a spot. We have a whole studio where we could have the artists come through and essentially we could all just develop together. And we're going to be showcasing all of that shit for you guys on streams, on our YouTube channel, on our social medias, and just showing how we're actually getting to the point where we're developing with the most raw, like bare bones way you possibly can so that any artist who's watching can also learn step by step, like learn with us how we're growing as well and see what's working and seeing what's not working and fucking utilizing it for your own shit as well. So it's all just a movement for the artists to be able to push themselves forward. And I want people from different states to come through to here. At one point, we're gonna do fucking UD tours where we go around the fucking we go around the US and fucking do tours and do like stops around. But I mean, for that point, at that point, we would have to already be like a fucking already huge ass brand, like on like around the world and shit. But we're gonna fucking get there. So that's why I'm already putting shit in motion right now. I'm already plotting on how we're gonna roll that out because that's already planned, the long term plan. So I'm way off topic, but UD38 was amazing. I think it was absolutely amazing. I'm super excited for UD39. I'm super excited for all the new staff. We just locked in for really roles that they're going to be great at, and it's going to help us substantially, and just help me a lot in terms of not having to do so much on the day to day so that I can focus on actually growing the brand and getting to the point where we could actually get to do the tours and get to the point where we're growing the artists to have a big fan base and the brand to have a big fan base as well. So it's just a daily constant growth of that. It's a daily grind of that as well. And UD38 really gave me a lot of motivation and energy to keep going with that and to keep putting on these shows. And it gave me a lot of confidence in this venue and really building from home base and really putting it on, because you underground developments I mean underground studios is an extension of UD, and that's something that I want to grow as well. So instead of just putting all my effort into other, like elsewhere, into other venues and things like that, let's focus on building here and continue to build and have the intimacy within a space that we have a lot of control over. So I want to continue to have them here, and I have so much hope for the upcoming UD shows. And I want all of the artists who really want to push themselves and showcase themselves to come through, because it brings me so much joy when I see artists who are dedicated and pushing themselves and talented. There's a lot of artists who performed at the last show who are dedicated as fuck, talented as fuck, and genuine as fuck. And I think that's the things. If you have all those things, I feel like you're going to win. And I think that's a key recipe, three-piece recipe to winning, to have the dedication, the talent, and the fucking being a good, genuine person. And I feel like you're gonna go really fucking far. So if you want to learn how to grow, if you want to have a helping hand and a dope community behind you to grow, come through to UD39. It's gonna be the last Saturday of May. This is we're in season, part 2 of season 2. We took a little mid season break. Took like 2 months off because the last show was January. Now we're in part 2 of season 2, so we're gonna get going with UD39. UD40 is gonna be a crazy celebration. Um, but yeah, if we have a lot more of UD38 content coming out, podcast, more content that we shot in here, documentary of the behind the scenes of me running the showcase, and like beforehand, us setting up and everything. So it's a lot of, this is a fucking this is a fucking like media conglomerate at this point. So if you want to get help as an artist, definitely tap in with Underground Developmental. And I'm so happy that I feel like we're back to the true intimacy that UD thrives in. Yeah. So I loved it. I thought it was amazing. I thought it was fucking amazing. And it's only going to get better from here. And I'm excited as fuck to see what happens next. So if y'all came through, thank y'all so much for coming through. I appreciate y'all. All right, guys, you guys can come in. I'm sorry, I was holding back, folks. How do you guys think of that rant? I think it was a little shaky. I got a little off topic as fuck a lot of the time. Oh, shit.
No, I think it was good.
You thought it was good?
Yeah.
You thought it was off topic, though?
Not really.
Type
You're
shit.
talking about UD.
Huh?
Yeah.
You're talking about UD. So.
Yeah, I was talking about, yeah, I definitely was.
You're talking about
But yes, guys, we are here. UD Raw live stream. Let me get some music going now.
what music
I had a whole rant going on, but no need for the rants. I gotta update this fucking playlist as fuck, but make sure you guys tap in with the Underground Developmental playlist with artists from the scene, artists from the UD community, and we're gonna have a lot of there's a lot of new artists that be coming in as well. So we're gonna be like adding like the artists who are also like coming through as well to the shows and shit. But yes, we're here joined with this is essentially the cast of UD Raw live stream. This shit is like loud in my ears. We're here with the cast. Oh shit. Damn, this shit is loud. You said should I mute myself? Or not mute myself, but what you said, like not monitor myself?
Yeah.
True. I'm gonna not monitor myself.
All right, cool.
I'm loving this lighting. Loving it. Smoke and mirrors, Sally, is what brings eyes to your business. I would say the wrong eyes though. I would say the wrong eyes.
The long eyes most definitely bring smoke and mirrors. Not the right eyes.
Because if you want the people who are actually going to like fuck with you, then those people aren't gonna really fuck with you. They're just gonna look at it because it's smoke and mirrors. It looks interesting, but they're not gonna really stay for real. We're here with the cast of UD Raw live streams. And
You have the other mic set up?
say what now?
This is set up.
Oh yeah.
More than oh whoa. There you go.
Ah, yes. Let's get it.
There you go.
Munch it off.
Yeah, it works. It works. It works.
If I can you hear me through the speakers? If I do this, do you hear you? What about now?
Yeah. I think
Fuck
it's because you had, direct. Don't do direct monitoring because it'll.
All right, so I won't even monitor it. Then I'm just gonna keep it just like this.
Yeah. I see the levels going, so we're good.
Nah, where?
Maybe
So-
some-
But yeah, these are we are essentially the cast of the live streams.
Yeah.
How you guys doing?
I'm doing good.
Same. I'm doing good.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Can't go wrong.
Yes. Ashley, how did you feel about how did you feel about the UD38? We were recapping UD38 today. What was your emotions on UD38? What was your feelings?
So I really enjoyed UD38. Kind of like you said, I think it's like my second favorite venue. I really felt like, I mean, also like hearing the feedback from everyone. I feel like everybody really likes this venue, enjoys it a little bit. Some might enjoy it a little bit more than the previous venue. So this is kind of funny. On the UD38 UDTV podcast, I was talking to Ayo Chill, and he said that he made like a reference of like, you know how like cockroaches survive, like could survive anything, really, like, and like everybody could die on Earth and like cockroaches like survive. Anyways, he said that and like made a reference like to UD with that in terms of like we have like been through a lot and have surpassed everything. So I feel like
Or
UD
cockroaches.
like cockroaches. So I feel like UD38 was kind of like a testament to that, because it was like the first show that got delayed, other than like the show that for like weather reasons, but due to unforeseen circumstances, UD38 got delayed. But
After the flyer was posted.
yeah, after the flyer was posted, but we survived that, like in the sense of damn, I'm kind of chatting right now, but in the
No, you're
sense of you know, we surpassed that. We had a great show, and yeah, like UD38 like was just another reminder of like just keep pushing, like no matter like what is thrown like in front of us, like on our, like in our way, you know, surpass it. And that kind of like also applies to everything as well, like in life in general. So yeah, I really enjoyed the show. I loved it. I loved all the performances. It was just great energy, great vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I came on here chatting today.
Nah, you're chilling. That's the whole point. Yeah, no, I think the show was, it definitely was a testament for real, because that does make me remember. I remember I got the call like saying like, oh, that like the venue essentially
You're
wasn't like
stressing.
um
Yeah.
well it's funny because like when I heard the what's it called, like the news, like my heart sank like a little bit, but I mean it really for only like 2 seconds for real. Like I really wasn't like, I don't know, I feel like got a lot more inclined to like shit like that, to where it's like shit like that doesn't necessarily affect me like super heavily. It's just like, okay, well, what's next? What are we doing next?
Mhm.
To where like before it was just like like oh, my life is over, my shit is done, I don't know what to do with myself now. 2 hours now I'm like, oh wow, damn, that's over with. All right, what next?
Yeah.
That's kind of how it was for me now at this point. Maybe it was also because not didn't have as much sentimental value either.
Mm.
But yeah.
I feel like as like we evolve though and like are thrown more obstacles, like we are kind of like more prepared now.
Yeah.
Because we've like been through like the end of season 1, that was like the unexpected. That was like a big change, like looking for a new venue. So I feel like
Mhm.
going through that is kind of like, all right, we could push through anything.
Mhm.
And like I said, this show was like a testament to that as well. Like, you know, we got thrown a little obstacle, but we made it happen. UD38 still happened, and it was great. And the outcome of it, I like, it was a lot better than I expected. Like, I didn't really have expectations for it. I knew it was gonna be a great show, but it turned out to be amazing. Like, it turned
Mhm.
out a lot better than like I expected. And like the staff did really well. I feel like, you know, repositioning the staff to like other roles and everything like just made this show go a lot smoother as well. It actually went like really smooth, considering that like this is technically a new spot for UD.
Mhm.
Having both the performance room and downstairs open, I think everybody, you know, maneuvered like well.
Yeah, the downstairs was definitely a nerve wracking kind of thing a little bit, because I'm like, um, I mean, it's a basement, so it's kind of, and it also was known to be more junky than what it was before.
Mm-hmm.
But like the way it was looking down there when the show was going on, like with the podcast on the stage and shit like that, it looked like really, really. I didn't even want to break
Yeah.
that shit down when after the fact, because I'm like, this looks really dope. Like I want to do some more. Um, but yeah, definitely like our like our roles are kind of more, are definitely like the most strenuous and like stressful as well, because like um which I feel like you definitely, I'm about to sneeze.
Shoot.
Bless you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Bless you. Yeah. Oh
Which
my
I
God,
feel
you turned into Michael Jackson. What were you saying though?
um which I feel like um uh which I feel like, yeah, is like the hardest aspect of it, and I feel like you definitely have gotten like so much better at that, specifically because like that shit is difficult, because it's like when being like a main like runner of it, like anything, the staff is essentially an extension, but like at the end of the day, if the staff goes down, like it's on us. Like we really have to like be on top of um well, I mean, that's kind of like the role you kind of just took, to be honest, because that's kind of the role you wanted to be in, and it kind of like started like taking um as your own kind of thing. So, and I feel like you definitely are really doing really well at that, to the point where like obviously like now that's actually a role of yours. Um,
Oh, I think
Phone
so,
call.
yeah.
oh, something's knocking. Hold up. You want to see who it is? That's
Should
Ibn.
I get it?
I can get it. Continue though, Ash.
Yeah, so for those of you who might be new or don't know who I am, I'm Ashley. I don't think I introduced myself in the beginning of the live stream. What's up? But yeah, I'm Ashley, also known as Cashedclips. And yeah, in the first season of UD, I was like the videographer documenting all of the shows, and those videos are up on YouTube. But for this season, UD season 2, I took a role of being behind the scenes more. I'm still like the main videographer for Underground Developmental, as well as like the social media manager. I help manage the social media. And then I'm also the assistant creative director. So for this season, that's like a big change in roles, like going from the like just being like the videographer for Underground Developmental to now being behind the scenes. It's like a big switch and like a big responsibility, and I've enjoyed it a lot, like being more involved in behind the scenes, making sure staff is like all in order. And yeah, so that's like my role now in season 2. And I really enjoy it. Like it's something new for me, like being like more of like the, I keep saying behind the scenes, but like planning everything, like before the shows, making sure everything during the shows is going well, and even post show, like contacting staff, making sure content is being posted and everything. Big responsibility, but I really really like it, and it's something new for me. Been doing it for a couple months now, because season 2 has been for a couple months.
Yeah, like essentially got into that like season 2 type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, I really like doing this.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's very like that's incredibly helpful like for me for real, because like for so long, like obviously if there's so much that I had to like do, and in order to really expand, like we really have to have like a lot of help. But a lot of times when things aren't there to help, like it falls on us now, and I feel like that's very like helpful, like especially at the last show, like this shit knew this nigga came through because it started playing this shit. Yo, Ibn Ali in the building, y'all. Make some virtual noise for Ibn Ali. Snap. What was I saying?
About the last show. I think you were gonna touch upon
Oh
how like
yeah,
you were just
cause we like redid a lot of the roles to make it like more beneficial to make sure the show like really went like really smoothly, and the show went mad smooth, especially now like as the post like show process with the with all the clips and like the footage, and like we have editors, and we're getting going with like coordinators and shit like to help us like on every aspect of it, because a lot of the time for most of season 2 it's just been me and Ashley like from night to day just doing UD shit, and I'm just like, yo, we need to work on our shit as well. So it's just having that like the more like people helping is like substantial for real. There was some roles that weren't that we weren't able to fill, that we had to like take over, like the social media. Like I didn't get anybody to replace Kuro for social media, so Ashley was mainly shooting a lot of that, and then we were doing like on top of that we're doing behind the scenes footage, and on top of that like every 2 seconds I'm running on the stage to do the thing, and then just making sure like everything is like it's running smoothly. So it's just so many like moving parts to it, and but that definitely is super helpful. But why did you want to get into that? Because most people don't want to get into that, but like obviously got into it to the point where now like you're like essentially like a like deep into the business, like a fucking partner in the business. So what made you want to get into it that heavily? Like get into that, like what made you want to do that? Because I ain't never was like, yo Ash, can you just do help me do mad shit? I feel like you kind of got into that, like wanted to get into that. So like what made you want to get into that so heavily?
So, I mean, shit, I've been with UD since the very first show. And
True.
feel like I saw, even though I wasn't like necessarily a part of the behind the scenes in season 1, I saw a lot of the behind the scenes, like the stuff you were doing.
Yeah.
Like, even before the shows, like doing the flyers, contacting people.
And definitely the content.
Yeah, that as
Yeah.
well. So it's like seeing all of that, and like also like like from the jump like believed in like UD. It like from the very first show, like you asked me to record, I was like, I'm down. And I think I maybe missed like 2 UDs and that's it. And yeah, so like just seeing the behind the scenes, not being a part of it, but seeing you do everything pre-show, during the show, and post-show, I was also very familiar with like what you were doing, like what you were expecting, and then talking to you about like season 2 and you wanting to expand with like a staff and everything. I was like, okay, that's a lot, and like you were already doing a lot with season 1, so having an idea of like how things ran for as season 1, I was like, you know what, like I'm down to help you, and like in anything, because I really like even though we didn't have a staff for season 1, I could already like see like how everything was running, like schedule wise, like everything expected. And then for season 2, like let me gather my thoughts really quick. For season 2, like like just having conversations of like what you were expecting and like everything you wanted to add. Like I saw the vision and I was like I could help with all of that.
Yeah.
And yeah, even though like I personally I don't really have as much experience for real in like with the events, other than like just like seeing like experiencing it through you, really.
Right.
I like I was like confident, like okay, like I could do this, which is why like I was like, where like anything you need help with, like let me know, and I'm down.
Yeah. No, I'm super glad and grateful about that for sure, because like that's definitely like super helpful, and like um yeah, because it takes it definitely takes a lot. It definitely takes a lot
Yeah.
of people to like, especially with what we're trying to do as well, for sure. Um, what are some like hardships that you had to deal with, like 38 on UD38? Like, what's some stressful shit you had to deal with?
Kind of like what you were saying with I feel like our roles during the shows, like we kind of pick up anything that isn't being done necessarily, or like for example, we didn't have Kuro last show. Kuro is the in-event social media manager, so he's the one posting stories as the show's going on, and we didn't have Kuro, so we kind of had to, well, I kind of I kind of had to like pick that role up. And
Yeah, you definitely did a lot more clips
yeah,
than I did, for
you
sure.
posted one story, but it's okay.
Well, I did, but also
No, you were doing a
I'm
lot
going
of
up
other
and down
stuff. Yeah,
and also you also had my phone for the most time because we was filming
the live stream.
the live stream, yeah.
So I think that was like a little challenging last show at UD38. Like trying to post on the story as much as possible. Recording the live stream for like documentary purposes. And also trying to make sure like everything is running smoothly as well. Like staff. There was like a problem with like the podcast mid-show. One of the main wire like broke, and then I'm like, okay, like we need to figure that out. But that got handled with. So yeah, just trying to like make sure all the pieces are moving during the show. But I think the most challenging part was just handling everything. But that's the thing. This show, like we did have like a lot on our plate. This show, like in terms of like me and you trying to make sure like everything runs
But a lot
smoothly.
less than it could have
It a
been
lot less
normally.
than it could have been. And what I was gonna say is, I think we handled it really well. Even I don't know, like I wasn't really as stressed or like really stressed for real. Like I don't know, like I feel like we got the groove of everything.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And it was also because people were also like I think the staff did a really good
On
job
top
too.
of it,
Yeah,
yeah.
type shit. Cause like that'd be where it's stressful when you gotta make sure that things are getting done. But when you're just making sure that your task is done, then it's like okay, it's a lot easier. It's a lot more like, that's why season 1 you couldn't get it. You couldn't talk to me because I had 10 things to do at one time. So it was like nah, I gotta just run for real. Even this show, like I was bumping into mad people because like every 5 seconds I didn't have nobody to help me host. So every
Oh,
5 seconds,
yeah.
like
Running back and forth.
I'd be talking to somebody, da 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 da. Yeah, hold on. Yo. So yeah, that shit would be even like, but nah. You know what was actually I remember that I loved. You was like the first one to knock
Oh,
in
yeah.
here, but after the show, a lot of us was in here, and they was making a song and shit, and I was like, yo, I was so fucking tired. My legs were like dead. But I went downstairs and I was listening to fucking I listened to a whole fucking Eddie Murphy stand up on my headphones, and I was just moving like all this shit from downstairs up here. And at one point it was like 4 in the morning, and I was like moving like tables, and like it was like Loquin was like sleep on the floor here, and I'm stepping over this nigga, and then God is on the floor asleep here with his hat over his face, and I'm stepping over him trying hard to fall on him, and yeah, that shit was mad. Like I like the how we could have those type of things because of the fact that we have more like accessibility in this space. Yeah, so
Yeah, I like that too, because it's like where the show's over, but if you're still trying to create, studios right here, studios open. So it's
Yeah.
like right after the show, people want to make a song, collab. Like, I like that. Because it, like, having the shows here kind of, like, emphasizes more on that, like, collaboration aspect of it because of the studio being here. So
Yeah.
it's like you could do a lot more, like, after the shows as well. Even during the shows, like, I mean, we still had the content series at Sesh House and everything going, but I feel like it's great having the studio here because it's like we create a lot here. So having people from the shows create in the studio as well is dope.
Yeah. Nah, absolutely. What's like your favorite like thing that happened? Like what's like your highlight of the show?
The tacos. No, joking.
You said tacos?
The tacos were great. But no, my highlight of the moment.
I ain't eat shit. I fasted the whole time
Damn.
until like I ordered pizza and everybody was asleep though.
Oh, you did. You did.
Just so I couldn't feel bad about not getting nobody nothing because everybody was asleep.
Damn. It's not like a moment because it's like the whole entire show was like great, but I'm gonna say an aspect of it that I really liked was seeing how comfortable everybody was. Like, I feel like with this show, you could tell everybody was like, a little bit more loose, moshing, and everything. Like, I feel like everybody was interacting a lot more. So that was my favorite aspect of the show because I don't really like. I don't want to narrow it down to a favorite moment, but that was definitely my favorite aspect. Like, I really like felt like everybody got that sense of community with the show being here.
Exactly. Yeah. That's exactly how I feel too. Like definitely got that sense of community for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My favorite shit was that was my favorite time hosting in a long fucking time. Like
Yeah, Kurt was up there like doing stand-up comedy. For real.
I was definitely just BSing, but that's what I'm saying. Like, Cause I went in there, I was just like, nah, I'm gonna just have fun for real. Cause and I feel like that's really like if you having fun, people gonna have fun too.
Yeah.
Like word like. Cause now when I watch it back, I'm like laughing at myself. So I'm like, okay, word like that's what I was. That's what I was trying to do.
Yeah, because if you stand there just awkward and shit, and like people are just gonna be like, okay, like what is this guy saying? But you being like funny and like cracking jokes, and you were like even during your set, you like were showing like a lot of like personality and like being like comedic. Is that the word?
Comedic. Yeah,
Um,
that's just how I
That's
be.
like that was cool because like everybody's interacting with that as well. Like people are laughing and it's not so serious. Like everybody's like having a great time.
And that's like a big thing of why I like to stream that shit and like to stream like with this shit too because um like just showing the personality because that's really what like a lot of people really um um like get attached to within like yourself as a person and shit like that. So
Yeah,
that's just dope.
I feel like even now with like the live streams from behind the scenes, like what we're using for the documentary, also like hone in on that like aspect.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think like what do you wanna expand upon like within this like we have these talks every day. There's
Yeah.
nobody who hears more unfiltered just rants than Ashley does when I like like I am like Ashley hears all of my rants.
Yeah.
Um but like what's some stuff that you want to uh keep like improve on like with it like we definitely have been like try to definitely improve on like the staff and um like the structure of it and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So like what are some where do you want to see this like go?
Like where do I want to see season 2 or just in general?
Season 2 probably like 6 more months.
Where
Probably
do
like 6 to 8 more months. Probably like maybe like 8, 10 more shows, something like that. I'm just keep adding more every time I say it. Um, so
like what do
uh,
I see? Like what improvements I want to see?
yeah, where do you want to be at the end of season 2?
At the end of season 2,
Fucking shit.
definitely. I mean, like seeing the community grow. That's like obvious. But not just in person. Like I want to see like the growth of the community, like on platforms like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Like by the end of season 2, like I want to see that like growth. Like that's really like also like something I'm really looking forward to because now with the live streams and like where we're taking like the content and everything with recent like in more recent months, more recent shows, like our goal is to not only have that community in person but have that community like online around the world. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that and like in like even on the live streams like interacting with people from other states, other countries who are tapped into underground developmental. So I'm really looking forward to that, like the
Yeah.
online community as well.
Yeah, me and Ashley definitely been like really super locked in on just like trying to figure out how we can really develop this and like go to a different standpoint with this um I mean we've been always doing just the different sort streams of like content and different like different platforms to have the artists to be able to push themselves and stuff like that, but like even onto a even like a deeper scale now we've been doing fucking Q&As and shit like Q&As essentially like similar to how I did with you last time. I'm gonna start doing those on the stream every Sunday. Like having like artists in the stream, and then like if they want to put in their like Instagram or whatever to have us like review it, because that's what we be doing with the UD content to like uh um people who are like bigger on social media, and they was like running down like certain things that we can do in order to improve So we were just doing like a lot of different shit, just really trying to make this platform bigger so that we can do a lot more. Like I was saying earlier, I want to do fucking tours of UD where we go to different fucking states and have
Yeah.
open mics, but at the same time, like have open mics, but also like have artists that are already within like our platform that we could also bring to different states and put as headliners, and people would fucking come because they're performing as well.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of growing the like growing the homegrown talent and really taking that shit like all around, and like also helping like artists from like around like other places as well.
Mhm.
So and get more in depth on that shit, because once I really want to get into like heavily like coaching artists, but I really want to build myself up as well. And like that's why I be on Ashley's ass a lot as well
Yeah.
too, because it's like, well, what we're doing, we got to grow ourselves substantially, and like also have our own business set in place, because nobody's going to want to listen to what the fuck you're saying if you don't have your shit together. That's what gives you the
Credibility.
yeah, the credibility for people to want to listen to what you're saying. So we have to build ourselves up so that when you say, hey, this is what I think you should do as an artist, obviously certain things are not conducive to everybody, but having proof in your pudding is definitely fucking way more substantial than somebody who's like is not necessarily where they want to be in giving the advice. So even though shit, we've already grown this platform like heavily, as well as like it's still so much to get to the point we want to. So but
Right.
yeah, no, I definitely think like I'm really appreciative of you, because even though we get on each other's nerves a lot, like what's it called, like what's really important and is a big reason why I'm so like on like top of people a lot of time is because like, yo, like if you're gonna be around somebody, like me and Ash are around each other more than anybody in life at this point.
Yeah.
So like I be like, a lot of time I say, Ash, yo, if we're gonna be around each other, we gotta be serving each other. So
Yeah.
like if I'm oversleeping, if I'm slacking, whatever, wake my ass up, wake my dumb ass up, like get me going, like, cause that's where like we gonna be pushing each other to continue to grow forward. Like that's why in the sense of like the UD shows, like I want us to push each other, so where it's like we holding each other accountable, we pushing each other forward.
And growing.
Yeah, and so we could actually get somewhere with this shit, like, you know what I mean, like yeah, and there's so many artists who are like these like I love the fact that y'all even came, because you gotta understand that that's more than 75% of the artists who we engage with, so that's a big thing to so that's like when, like I said earlier, like the artists I see winning have dedication, they got talent, and they good people. I mean, there's some people who win are not good people, but like they're not gonna last. So
Yeah.
good people. So, and I think a big thing that's lacking with a lot of artists is just is really the dedication aspect, honestly, and that's why it's like when everybody around each other, we gotta make sure we pushing each other to grow and be better. So I really appreciate that. Even though it's obviously a struggle, we're young people, like we're always going to continue to try to improve and get better, and we're like juggling like a lot of shit. But at the same time, like I appreciate that we can be around each other and actually uplift and grow and build, and not just be like, let's just fuck around for like a week and a half and like not do shit and just fuck off with all of the shit that we're doing. Like we're actually on top of that shit. So that's what I really fuck with, and that's what I always am gonna like implement with this community as well, and make sure that we're all like getting to where we want to get to for real, because that's something substantial. Like I love it when people are like, where the fuck is the music, where the fuck is da 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 bada bing, because then I'm like, nah, that's right, that's true. Like, cause I get in my head, I'll be like, damn, I don't want to get out of bed, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. I'd be like in my head or whatever, but then I don't know, just having that external motivating factor is very impactful.
Oh yeah,
Um,
for sure.
um, I we're gonna I'm gonna keep it moving, but now I wanted to also just say what's going on with like the videography and stuff. Like how's that going? I was just you saying you're working on a website and shit like that too.
Yeah. So right now I am working on a website. I just want to have everything in one place, like portfolio wise, contact wise, booking wise, everything just in one website to just, make everything easier and then as well, more professional. And yeah, so that's currently what I am working on. And
Dope.
right.
Is there anything you want to like share and like get off your chest, like tell people about yourself, like what you're working on?
Um, let's see. UD wise, I love you guys. UD wise, like I am really appreciative of like being part of this community. Being able to see like everybody's growth. I feel like I say this a lot, but it is really like I'm done. um I feel like I say this a lot, but yeah, I'm very appreciative of being part of this community, and it's something really special. Like seeing everybody's growth and just seeing the growth of the actual platform, like Underground Developmental, is like something very special and something that I'm always gonna hold close to my heart. You were laughing. Wow,
Sorry.
getting sentimental.
No.
And then in terms of Cashedclips, I am working on some projects I have in mind. But yeah, definitely look out for more music videos. I'm doing a music video with Kuro soon.
Hey.
So definitely, stay tuned for that. More photography coming soon. Yeah, the website should try to get it out within like the next week, honestly. So stay tuned for that. I also have a spring sale that is posted on my Instagram. Is the first pinned picture for my spring sale for videography, photography, any inquiries, custom projects, contact me. That's also why I want to make the website, so it's like everything, spring sale and everything is all in one place. You could go see that. I am also trying to like show a little bit more about myself as well, like have you guys like get to know me a little bit more. This is one way, like like talking more on streams, getting more in front of the camera. Definitely look forward to more, like, well, I only did one, but like tutorials and stuff like that. I'm gonna try out some different content as well, so stay tuned for that. I'm chatting a little bit, but yeah, you guys will be seeing me a lot more on camera and on the streams.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Woo-hoo.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff.
And who are we passing the mic to?
You give it to Kuro.
Yo, word. What's up? What's the word?
Hey man.
Hi.
Today is a wrap up show, but I know but obviously Kuro is a host of the festivities today.
Yeah.
You can ask me a couple questions later because I don't have nobody to host me. I mean, but I'm gonna get to Void first. But
All right. Say that.
I went to how you doing now? I know you had a you went to Florida for a wedding set.
No, not Florida. Fucking PA.
Oh, that's right. Oh, PA.
Pennsylvania.
Oh,
in the
okay,
most
okay.
haunted municipality known as Gettysburg.
Most haunted?
Yeah, there's like battlefields and historic sites everywhere.
Right.
Yeah, very, very old too, which is why people say it's haunted. But mostly there's battlefields, memorials, bridges that have like urban legends behind it. But I was staying at a campground in Gettysburg, so I like had nothing to do. I posted like one reel over there, and I was just fucking chugging a Smirnoff.
I hear
When
that.
pretty much my one of my boys was like streaming my song and shit. I'm like, you know what? Let me make a quick reel, and then boom, it went from there. I also spent the entire time, obviously drinking. I'm not proud of it, but had a little bit of fun and indulging in some cigars.
Word.
You just puff, don't inhale. So I guess that's why I wasn't so against it. But most of the time I was just drinking, sipping on some Malibu Sunshine. Oh, but yeah, I was there for a wedding pretty much. There's like nothing to do. But go ahead.
Last time you were here, you were contemplating getting. You were saying you were gonna get the braids, and I see you got them now. And you say
I did.
you're afraid that they were gonna call you a cultural appropriator. How do you feel now? I think they look great, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you. Thank you. I mean, I don't know if people feel a certain way. Nor do I honestly care anymore because I got it now. So whoever dislikes it can piss off.
They were about to say some wild shit.
Nah,
Just
I'm not gonna say some wild shit. I was like, wait, we're on a live stream, so I'm like, piss off. So, cause I feel like I'm really now feeling like that guy now with these shits on.
You feel more confident?
A little more, yeah. So
Who's this song? It's just not mad familiar.
oh well,
I don't know.
fucking Kurt Donovan. They just fall in love.
But I think it look cool though. I don't think it like I feel like it's some people who who don't really pull it off that well, like look kind of like like. But I do think, I mean, you're also like Hispanic as well, so
Partially,
like,
I'd say I'm
so
mixed.
exactly. So
Nah, I appreciate it.
yeah, I think it's cool. So what's up with the what you doing with the music? You did you drop something recently?
Well, beginning of April, I dropped Finance All This, and it's with my producer friend back from fucking high school
Word.
that I purchased a fucking exclusive license for. So, and I was like, oh, I'm digging this shit. I found it off of YouTube. Fun fact, I was digging it, and then I'm like, I have his Instagram, so let me just be like, yo, did anyone buy this for real?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, nah. I'm like, bet, let me get it exclusive.
Oh shit.
So
What was the exclusive? What the exclusive ran you?
So it only ran me $70.
What, bro? Wow. Nah, he blessed you.
Yeah, he know my face. So
Cheap exclusive.
He know my face.
Well, I only got
so-
one exclusive ever. It was like 250.
Yeah, some producer. It's also depending how big they are. Like if they don't have like a very big clientele, they'll charge like very. I'm kind of sort of tapped into the producer community. They'll kind of like charge less, but if their clientele is like very big and they got big traction, boosting up the prices and shit.
Makes sense.
So, yeah, I got the exclusive, and I'm like, I already thought of a concept with this shit. So I wrote it all in one day, recorded it here, mixed it, sent a demo to bro, and he's like, yo, let me mix that let me mix and master this shit for you. So I had to extract all the stems and everything, sent it to bro, got it back, and I'm like, this shit actually fucking fire.
Word.
So dropped it on all platforms, synced my lyrics on it too, made a Spotify canvas for it, made a lyric video, aiming to make a music video, shout out Cashedclips, but doing a bunch of shit. I just haven't did a bunch of reels lately because school's been taking up my time, and finals era is just happening right now, and I don't want to fuck it up because I'm graduating.
When you graduate?
Semester ends May 19th, so technically that's my graduation date, but I don't have my ceremony.
That's right there.
I don't have my ceremony until the 28th.
Where what do you plan on going with the music now? You plan on like waiting until like finals over and then like going in deeper?
I wouldn't say wait, but like because school took up so much of my time and I really can't fumble on it, I just haven't found time to like make reels or even get together with people just to make content anymore.
Yeah.
So after finals, I'm like, oh, time is fucking open. now I get to like grind 10 times fucking harder than I did before.
Right.
And I also need a full-time job, so I need monies.
I hear that.
I applied to like made the major labels and shit to see if they'll fucking slave me.
What? You said what?
Slave me.
What the hell are you talking about? You gonna be an A&R?
I would love to be an A&R, actually.
Are you talking about if they would sign you?
Well, no. I would want to employ for them first just to get the like, back end of what's up, but a nice little contract wouldn't hurt, you feel me?
No, word. I think like being the A&R and shit, like that's cool. That would be like
I would love to. I applied for all the majors: Warner, Sony, UMG.
Yeah, because then you could also like learn a lot of shit as well.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
But nah, I'd say fucking don't sign on 360, bro.
Definitely not no 360, but
Alright, word.
also, but the problem is, Kurt, that not that you fail to understand, but a lot of people don't understand is that the reason why 360 deals are like have a bad like light on it is because the people who do sign them don't know what the fuck they signing up for.
No, yeah, but I also do think that that's way more lucrative if it was like 2010, because today it's way more easier for you to grow yourself.
Yeah.
It's motherfuckers who are not good who accidentally fall into a fucking fan base on TikTok. So, nah, it's way easier now to to grow a fan base. So, I'm saying like, I'd say like a 360 that'd be really for artists who really don't want to do shit other than just drop music. Yeah, for real. That's the really only benefit I see out of it, because like if you're an independent artist, you can get a way better deal.
Real.
Because they would take all your masters and all type of shit.
Yeah, nah.
But you could keep all your shit if you build yourself up and build up some leverage to where you have a fan base, and then go to the label, and then you'd be like, all right, word, you can't touch none of my shit. We just gonna do like you doing the deal on your terms. So I feel like that's a way better like aspect of
like
going
at least
about it.
recording contracts, so I get shit dropped through that label, so they can at least give me some form of leverage when it comes to like marketing.
No, word. As long as you don't
of
keep
course.
your masters.
I'm trying. Platforms like, I mean, I can't say XXL anymore because fucking VJax was nominated to be on the 10th spot of the freshman list, and he's independent if I'm not mistaken. So I can't really say too much on XXL. You just have to have good numbers. But
there's probably a bunch of artists on there who well, I don't know, probably not, who are
independent.
Like but this is not like it's hard to do that shit. Like you gotta be your own. You run your own business.
It's crazy.
I'm fucking with that though. I'm fucking with that.
Yeah.
I'm fucking with it.
XXL.
I'm fucking with it. But yeah, what do you my last question? Where do you want to put? Where do you want to go with your shit? Like, what do you want to do? Oh wait, you already said like. Yeah, you want to take like a little like you want to wait till you go full force until like after your graduation?
Yeah, practically.
Word.
Practically. I wouldn't mind doing some shit if I was like, oh, I'm free, I have nothing to do, and I got somebody who can actually fucking film content for me. But I'll do that. It's just a lot of people who I know, like, their availabilities are kind of scattered as hell. That's the problem that I'm facing. I mean, not that I can't do content myself, it's like, what would I do unless I got some big ass gimbal or some shit? I don't want to just prop up my phone and do a bunch of bullshit. That's the thing.
I hear you. I'd say if you don't have it, like a person, like try out different like forms of shit as well. Like I would do that as well whenever Ashley wasn't around. Like I would be like, oh, I guess I can't shoot nothing. But then I was like trying to actually do shit like especially shit that's more engaging and like kind of different. Like I would do shit where I was like just holding my phone and like walking to make it more like more engaging, like background was like moving and shit, or just like um just prop up the phone but then like edit it like with zooms and stuff to make it more like visually like appealing. Just really just trying shit out to where just to see what, because like content like that worked well for me on TikTok where I was like walking around with my phone just like singing a song. But yeah, it's just about just being creative with it for real, just like trying different shit out, like just trying to make that
another
shit work.
thing that I was considering doing this, I was gonna, I don't know if I should do this, but I was gonna, even though this has nothing to do with music, I was thinking of doing like making like political ass content,
What you mean?
speaking my opinion on certain things.
I would say speak your opinion on all, like just talk about like the way you feel just in general, just like so you could gain people. Like that's why I really like showing like personality and just like talking about the things that you believe in, the things that like affect you, because then you could attract people who feel the same way.
Definitely.
And that's the people who are gonna fuck with your shit, because that's the shit you're gonna really sing about. So word. But let me get, I'm about to get
it been
Void on here right now.
Alright, say that.
Could one of y'all switch? Or you can just scoot over with it.
Oh, I can scoot over, perfect.
One second. I'm about to actually play the his album when I'm gonna have to do one at a time. All right.
Yo.
Can we move over a little bit? Say what?
No, it's not for
Oh, like yeah. Because I'm not in the thing at all. Sorry, Ash. I was unless y'all want to squish. All right, we have Ibn Ali in the building. Everybody.
What's up? What's up?
If you guys are in the building, not in the building. If you guys are in the chat right now, we're about to talk with Ibn about how the show went. Let me know some questions you have. You said people would put in the chat what they had like things that they were.
Should we go over that first? Because it's short.
Sure. Well, yeah, we can do that after.
Yeah.
Okay. But yes. Can you actually take a video on the thing? But yes, we have Ibn Ali in the building.
Yo, I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. How you?
I'm good, man. I'm doing well. I went to hibernation after the show.
Yeah, I did too. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't leave my house for like a good almost 2 days.
Nah, for real. That shit was definitely needed because like definitely I could tell like a lot of people. I even told you at the show like I could tell you put a lot into it. Like you put his last drop of energy into the performance for real.
Like it's like when you're like a person that has like, it's not just art that like you're so busy with. When you finally get to do it, it's like you're on your last legs. So I had to learn how to be like I had to learn how to take my best foot forward with like me being like low on energy.
Yeah.
It's so difficult. I can't lie to you.
Nah, I feel that. But yeah, the first song I was performing, I was about to throw it, bro, because I was like, damn, I'm off it. I'm
out of it.
Yeah, for real.
I have nothing left.
But yeah, how did everything go? Like, how did you feel the performance went?
Oh, it felt so good, so good. I really had just enjoyed getting to finally really perform like some of the songs off the album. But I didn't get to like do as many as I wanted to because I have like another project that I'm getting ready to drop for the summer that already a lot of people are just like begging me to drop the songs for, and so it's like, you know, I have to really give as many like previews as I can before I finally drop it. You know, and this was one of those where it was like I got to see like the first time reactions, because like one of the songs I made, I had like made another version of it and like I didn't like it. and I had to rewrite it that week before the show. So, you know, I was like, damn, let's just see how people like it. Because I know I like it. But, like, you know, let's just see how the crowd goes with it. It was awesome. Like, people really vibe with it. Like, it was, like, shocking to see how many people were just, like, they were like, what the hell? And they were like, yo, this shit is, like, fire.
What the hell?
Yeah, what the hell, y'all?
I'm not even going into it.
What the hell, LeBron James?
I hate that.
I hate that shit too.
I'm sorry. It's such goofy material. Like, it's like,
Nah, I definitely thought that. Yeah, I thought that shit went like super like well. I was like half in there, and then I was like half in there and like running back and forth in here, and there was people in here watching the shit as well, like from the TV and shit. And at one point, I came in and I turned it up so that people could hear it, because they was kept turning it down for the shoots and stuff, but I turned it up so they could hear that when he was performing shit.
that's tough.
I'm actually gonna I wanted to do a thing where we watched the performance and like how'd you react to it.
Okay, oh yeah. So
But yeah, nah, that shit went super dope. I remember that you also said that was actually I remember you actually said in the chat when we got the thing like switched from Sesh House to here, and you were like, I'm happy that it's there instead.
yeah.
Like explain that.
So the reason why I'm happy, and like, you know, I don't know if this is a hot take or not, but I really didn't like the shows at Sesh House. I really didn't, because it just didn't feel like, it felt like we can get there at some point. It's like clothes that you get when you're a kid that like, it feels like it's for you, but it just doesn't quite fit yet.
Yeah.
So you hang on to it for years, and then you finally put it on, and then you're like, this fits better than I ever imagined. I feel like we can pack out a place like Sesh House, but just not yet. You know, like this show felt more intimate. It felt more like UD than in a while, you know, and you know, it was just great to see that people were really just coming back and just being so open armed, you know, being so open-minded about where we were, really going and exploring all the rooms. People were watching the sets through the TVs, which I thought was a very nice touch, you know, a very nice addition to the already good formula that you guys have for UD. So like just finally getting to see like how not only good the show was, how everyone really adapted to it being here. You know, like everyone was mindful. Everyone, like, they had a good time. You know, people stayed to the end. You know what I mean? Which is like, to me, that's just something that we haven't had since like season 1, you know, or like the first show of season 2. You know, like people were, you know, oftentimes leave, and like it would discourage the artists from really wanting to give it their all. And it kind of, I feel like, defeats the purpose, because at the end of the day, we all want to perform in front of that big crowd. We all want to feel like we're putting our art in the right place. And I feel like here is going to give us that homegrown feel, that natural feel that people are just going to want to gravitate towards. And I like like I said, the TVs were a nice addition, because it doesn't matter what room you're in that pertains to UD, you're still watching the performances. Yeah. You're still seeing the thing that you came here to see. You still are getting to witness stars being born. And that's something that is like is pivotal in really growing us into spots where we can like Sesh House, you know what I mean, where we can comfortably fill it up on a weekend or on a random day, you know. Like I like that, you know, like it's for us, it's destined for us, you know. I just feel like it's just not now.
I agree 100%. I think that it just wasn't like, that's a big thing of what I was talking about earlier when we first started streaming, how like not only was it like kind of like definitely wanted to make it like keep growing it bigger and make it more like expand, but it just didn't make sense, like even business wise. It's like it was like becoming more, it was not profitable. It was not like we weren't breaking even with the shows at some point. So just like having it here to where we can actually focus on growing the artists and like helping like grow the brand, and not just focus on where we're gonna get this money to come up with this. And even so, like there was like one of the most burned in my brain is like spend all this money on a venue and the fucking speakers are
oh my gosh.
that's kind of like And this is half the price.
And the speakers are substantially better. The PA system is substantially better, and it's like, I don't know. I just felt like it was just always something at the show. Like the first ever UD show we had there, there were speakers, like speaker problems.
Yeah.
And that's like, the room was filled. Like it was the body heat was intense. That's how many people were there.
Yeah, that was probably the biggest UD show that we've ever had.
Yeah.
And that was crazy because at that point I'm like, okay, word, this is the spot. But it felt like that we couldn't maintain that for like every month type shit. That was kind of like the premieres of shit is kind of like a bigger, but like your week by week audience is kind of different.
I just feel like if the PA system didn't go out, we definitely could have. But like that was the problem every week, you know. And I feel like that's not on us. That's not anything that we can control. But at the end of the day, it's like that's more. It's like it's on them. But it's like if you're gonna be a venue and you're gonna consistently take our money, you gotta at least allow us to like bend some of the strict rules here. You know, like let us turn the PA system up. What do you want us to do? It's music. It's a show. It's a concert. Like people want to be able to hear the thing that they're listening to. You know.
Yeah, it was just probably just stuff that just wasn't supposed to be allowed.
Yeah, and it didn't make sense. It didn't make sense. Like, don't take our money if you're just gonna have this many restrictions on us. You know.
Yeah. That's all things that definitely were. Even to where our last show was in January because we had to take breaks because it was like having to figure out how this is going to make sense because it's it was a very expensive production at that point and it just didn't make sense as much as we're growing. That's a big thing I said earlier. A big thing that was in my head that I think I was wrong on was I was like, okay, after so long doing this, I want to expand and just keep going forward. So I want to make sure that the space was prestigious. And like at first, when I said in the group chat, we're gonna do it at 94th Street, and you said, "Oh, I'm glad because it's there." At first, I was trying to do it outside. Like there's venues like upstairs and outside. Them shit's even more expensive than the fucking Sesh House, and like probably like, they probably like more intimate, but and I was like, how can I figure out how to do this? Just trying to keep up that level of like prestigiousness, but it's just like all that shit is really just smoke and mirrors for just to try to make us look bigger than we actually are because like that looks better than being at Sesh House where it's like it's you could tell that we're not able to bring in an audience like for real. That's why I really want to like fuck the prestigious shit. Like let's do this venues here and like we could do so much more like within the studio and like more just to actually build to the point where we could get where we have artists on the show and like 30 people coming for that specific artist alone. Like that's not even like on top of like the UD crowd type shit. So that's really and we could focus on that now because I'm not focused on just scrambling up all the money we can to put on the shows.
I'm glad I got my 15 minutes of fame at that Sesh House in 2 different occasions.
Nah, this nigga was performed the most out of everybody at the Sesh House. I only performed once. He performed 3 fucking times.
No,
Yeah,
2.
Oh, 2?
I only performed once.
It's 2.
Oh, you damn near performed twice.
Yeah, I was about to do it. That would be my second time.
I did 2. UD33 and UD37.
Regardless, that was gonna be the swan song for Sesh House, but
that was gonna be the last dance for it.
Yeah, but I'm also like really glad on like the intimacy and we have like so much more like control over it, like in the sense of like the streams and like the different TVs and the different rooms and shit like that. And like you wasn't here for it, but like when I had deluxe DJing downstairs, so when you went downstairs there's a completely different vibe. Like from it felt like you went to a whole new party for real. Like
and to me, like that's one of the things that like I was gonna try to like bring up with you because like having like the scene needs like just like parties, like no performers, no nothing, just like vibes, you know. And I feel like that's something that like UD can provide. Like that is one of those ways because like, you know, there's a podcast going on in there. There's a completely different DJ. There's a completely different vibe. There was people selling stuff in there, selling clothes. You could sit down on the couch, like watch people paint. You could paint yourself. it was like that is like the vibe. That's like the UD vibe that like I feel like most people are familiar with. Now I feel like this has grown. Like me, I feel like Sesh House was season 2. This to me is season 3. Like
I was thinking about doing season. I was thinking about having like season 3.
I feel like the next one, like that's got to be like it'll be like, all right, you knew us in season 2, but let's see what's good with season 3. You know what I mean? Come see us season 3. It's summer. It's about to be summer. You know what I mean? We got one more month before summer starts. Let's get it. And plus, it's crazy.
We'll be at season 5 in no time.
Exactly. No, but it's crazy. The next UD show is a day before June. So why not? You know, like it's, to me, I feel like it's only natural. We were at a stage where we were there for almost a year. So it's like, you know, that chapter came to a close. This is a new one. Let's try to write it and set it off straight. Like set it off right.
True. Damn, at that point we should have just had that shit the premiere.
No, but listen. Who it can still happen.
Yeah,
like I feel like just because like listen, I feel like it doesn't really matter how like when you start it, as long as you give the perception that this is when it starts. This is when everything is supposed to begin. Like come here now to see what we got going on. You know what I mean? Like come and be around us now. Like you weren't here as you were there at Sesh House. Maybe you left halfway through the season. Who knows? Now it's a whole new set. Same characters, different location, different vibes. You know what I mean? Like come check us out. You don't know what's gonna be. You don't know what's new. Come check us out. That's the way. That's the vibe that I feel like this is gonna give off, and it's gonna work because it worked this time. You know, and it was really good. Really good.
Right. Yeah, no, I was giving that thought as well. I was like I'm gonna just put it as like season 2 part 2, but like I feel like season 3 is also kind of more fitting because it's a whole different like space. It's like not even the same shit for real. But that would be I think that would be good. That would be nice.
Anything, maybe not the next show, but the one after that could be like the premiere.
Well, why the hell would we do that? Why don't we just have it the next one?
You want the mic? No.
I don't know, cause I mean, it would be. I guess I'm about to talk, but it could be the next one, but it's okay if I'm not in frame. It could
No,
be
you
the
got
next
it.
one, but I think I don't know. We could like do something. Okay, just put the whole thing on me. We could definitely. I don't know. I'm trying to think. We should definitely do something special. I mean, it can happen next show, but it'll be dope to like also by then, like secure like the sponsorships, main sponsorships, stuff like that, and like really make the premiere, you know, a good start to the season.
That's what you're saying.
So it could be next show.
Either
but
that, or we
the
could
show
just
after that.
either that, or we could just have the, or we could just have the next show be like somewhere sometime in March and May. What's after May? June.
June.
Right.
June.
Like halfway through June or something like that.
I mean, it could be that because I mean, we could have like another UD unplugged.
That is also
an option.
yeah.
Another UD unplugged or an open mic, but I feel like it would be really dope to have like the main sponsorships already secured, and then like do like a cool premiere. I mean, all the UD shows are cool, but you know what I mean. Like have something like set where it's like, all right, this feels like the start of a new season.
Can we make a circle?
Yeah.
Circle.
like a
It's possible. We had like 6 people on stream at one time.
Word.
Yeah, we had more than that.
Excuse me.
Wait, move more over there, please. Sorry.
There you go.
Like if it's like here and then like back up more. Like making like a circle. You know what I mean?
But I won't really.
Oh, circle time. It's given circle time type.
Okay, there you go.
Let's get it. We got a circle.
Alright, say what now?
Definitely having like the know. It could be the next show, but like I said, maybe the show after that, just having it be like the premiere, having everything set where it like feels like. I mean, it already does feel like a new season, but like just to like really emphasize, like, all right, this is a new era.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Word.
That's all I had to say.
That I like that idea though, like the idea of like having the unplugged show and then the one after that be the season 3 premiere. I think that's cool.
You could even announce the new season at the unplugged show if that's what you do it.
Yeah.
That just to give it like more emphasis.
Now the question is, Kurt, how would you run those unplugged shows now that you got UD over here?
How would I run them now that we have UD here? I mean,
How would you exactly run it?
I think, well, the way that we did it before was really just had the main just emphasis on just the performances.
Right.
Yeah, and then we could do like we have more leeway to like kind of tweak like different things like with that show to try to see like what works, especially like utilizing things that have worked before. Like I remember we did a thing of like maybe like we did the thing one time where we did open mic was whoever was the best performance. I don't even know if we even want to like push it like that no more, to be honest. But like I don't know, just different things that we could utilize to make that show kind of unique in its own way. I was gonna just abandon that series at that point, but
Nah, I think I don't think you should abandon it, because you like, even though it's in the same spot, there's still like a different vibe a little bit. Like it's still like
Go ahead, speak.
there's still like you could differentiate it. Like you don't have to have like the dungeon open. Like you could just like, we could really just run it how it went the first UD Unplugged show. I feel like if we brainstorm more too, like there's could be different ways that we could make both shows different, even if it's like still here. Most likely still gonna be here, but don't abandon UD Unplugged.
I think the
Definitely don't.
main reason why I was doing the unplugged was because like how we were talking about before, like we can't sell out Sesh House. So how are we going to get to that point and helping the artists get to that point? So like I'm looking at like UD, like the main UD, like showcasing the artists who are like getting to the point where we can like sell out like a Sesh House and like growing in that way. And then like unplugged is kind of like a way to, I don't know, kind of like a thing to get the artists more exposure in that way who may not be potentially in that position but are trying to get in that position. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense.
I think it could still happen though. Like
Word.
there's definitely stuff that set apart UD Unplugged from like a main UD show.
So in that way, I think kind of like having the for the feature artists of that having the best performance might be good in that way, possibly. But what were you gonna say? I'm about to sneeze. I'm sorry. What?
Bazoo?
It was a. I had to wait for it.
But no, I was gonna say like honestly, you kind of like make like the UD like main shows like kind of like Raw, make the UD Unplugged like SmackDown. It's just you could even do like different colors. You could even do like different colors for it.
Inverted,
Oh,
that was
shit.
already-
You know what I mean?
Wait, what do you mean?
Like different colors for each show, so they like to tell them apart really. So it's like, all right, UD Unplugged has this like these colors, and UD has these colors. You know, I mean, I feel like that's even a better way to be like, yeah, like we're expanding upon like really giving artists who really haven't had their time to shine at the main shows. This is your chance, you know, and like it'll really speak to them because it's like, all right, like this is like a new start for me as well. It coincides with the new, like, all right, we have a new start here, giving artists who couldn't really crack the stage at the main show, here's your chance, you know, let's really see what you got. And I feel like that's a good way to do it, like really give it its own thing.
Yeah.
You know, like its own colors, its own really feel. Like you could even change it up with different DJs, you know what I mean? Like the possibilities are really endless, and it's the finer details that could be reworked. You know what I mean? Same UD, same, you know, maybe even like same host, different hosts. Like I said, the details of the small finer details are very interchangeable, and it's like all you got to do is really pick which ones matter the most to change, or you feel as though would really make an impact, and then go from there.
Yeah. Not facts. Yeah, I think just having it to where like they could because it's more like feature artists on there as well, and I do like having like the like all black color scheme. So you think it should be like one unplugged show, one unplugged show, then a main like one.
Yeah, it could do, you could do that. Like it's like the show before the actual show, like the pre-show before the actual show. Like that's the way that I'd see it.
Word. Yeah, that's really fire.
I also feel like the main idea of the UD Unplugged show is different from like the underground, like the main shows, underground developmental main shows. Like the UD Unplugged shows are more for like the development aspect of like the artist.
And then and then the main is like a showcase.
So it's like for the UD Unplugged, it's like mainly focusing on the artist, and then the UD shows, it's like all creatives like comes through, develop, showcase yourself. So definitely Donavon. I feel like there's like a lot of potential with like UD Unplugged, like even being at the same spot, the different color scheme, like the inverted colors that like alone differentiates it. But even like I don't know, cause like with like having the shows here is like we've talked about this, like doing rehearsals here. So like we could like maybe like even incorporate that with like UD Unplugged some way. Like
I'm going to I'm about to get some speakers to put in here so we could have rehearsals in here, so we could do that whenever, to be honest. But yeah, I do like that what you said too, like the parties as well, because I was thinking of having like the DJ set on the stage in there, and then renting that out, and then having like UD parties where we have this room and then that room like open and shit, like certain stuff like that as well, just to
That's
get
that's what the scene needs. People need to be able to be like, all right, well, if I could trust, they could give me a vibe to where I could just go there, have a couple drinks, smoke, go home.
Word.
I could go to a show where people are performing and it's a little bit more chaotic, and I can spend my time here.
Yeah, like having like a DJ night or something. Like different DJs throughout the night, and having this open, that'd be cool. Yeah.
So do you guys have ideas on like different themes that we could have? Because I want to do things like I'm making a calendar for May, and just putting different things that we're gonna have, like we can put like practices for artists to come and practice performing, like making collab music where people in the community could come and make collab music together, and like just like different shit, like parties, like different shit. Like what do you guys think is like some things that would be like beneficial, would be like, or like cool for like the community to have?
We do like a UD cookout at some point.
That'd be cool.
Like go to like
I definitely did, yeah.
Like I don't know, I was thinking along the lines of like like just like everybody linking up, having a good time, like kind of put music in the back seat for a little bit, and then like just chilling with each other.
Airbnb, not to cut you off.
That could be cool.
Airbnb.
Then we get freaky in there.
No, that is not where I was going. Bro. That's not where I was going.
Kurt immediately was like, nah.
They go get in like, where's the bitch?
Yeah, no. That is not where I was going with this.
Nah, I'm joking. Not us. We good young gentlemen over here.
What I meant by the UD Airbnb, it could be like a content day or some shit. You could just shoot wherever, or whenever, or just vibe out.
Yeah,
or
type
even
shit.
create music. So,
Type shit. Facts.
True. I feel like whatever we do with the Airbnb though, we could probably
yeah.
That's the only thing.
They're like open studio shit, like so like open studio shit, like where people just come through and just like work together on shit.
Yeah, having more open studio shit would be cool. Cause like kind of like what Kuro was saying, we did do that, like, but I think we named it like UD Community Meetup.
Yeah.
Or UD Meetup, but having
good idea, but like change the name.
Yeah.
Like make it sound like open studio, like
Yeah,
like
facts.
open gym or like open studio, like pull up. You come.
Facts.
Or
Like-
UD beach party.
They're gonna be like, we going swimming. They gonna come in a swimsuit.
But going back to something Kuro said earlier, like a lot of people, well, a lot of artists sometimes are like, damn, like I don't have anybody to like film, like make content and stuff like that. So like having open studio, where it's like we all help each other like make content, that'd be cool to have here at the studio.
Yeah.
So yeah, instead of naming it UD Meetup, have
Like
it
just like you do open studio, like
open studio,
community collaborations.
more chill vibes, you know, like community. Like I said, community and collaboration. There you go.
There you go.
Collaboration.
There it is.
There it is. Yeah.
Nah,
So
I heard that one.
community, you know, the chill aspect, but then also collaborating.
Yeah. Nah, for sure. Yeah, I think yeah, that's a good idea, because instead of just having it to where like, oh, we are only gonna do this on this day, that you could come and like work on like different things, like whether it's like music or videos or like content or and like even in certain times we could even fucking rent out like different rooms and stuff to where we can shoot in there as well, like different like sets and shit like that too. So
Something that just like kind of like popped up in my mind right now. We could definitely, you know, brainstorm on it, but with like having like the studio open and like open studio, I feel like another way to like build more of that like collaboration and community and like bonding would you know, people bond through challenges. So like I don't know if you guys like, you know, like those wipeout challenges or whatever, like I don't know where I'm going, but like there's like MTV, like the challenge and stuff like that. Anyways, my point is it'll be cool to have like teamwork stuff, like I don't know, like having I'm like thinking about it as I'm speaking, but like having, for example, maybe like these people like work on a song together while these other people work on a song together, and then it can even be something where it's like posted on the UD page and like showcased there, or like mini competition, friendly, you know, competition.
Word.
So stuff like that. I'm definitely just like
Brainstorming.
like thinking and saying it, but like we could definitely brainstorm and something like that. But I think challenges and stuff that like brings people together. Oh, we're frozen.
No, it's just laggy.
Oh. But during those like open studio sessions, having like little challenges like that would be cool. To like, you know, team building and collaboration and community and yeah.
Absolutely. Nah, 100%. Yeah, I'm super excited about just like moving this forward for real. Just like all the shit that we can do with it for real. Yeah, shit's gonna be super dope.
Super exciting.
What I wanted to react to your video right now.
Cool.
If you guys didn't know, Ibn Ali just toured on the stage on Saturday at UD38. Everybody, that was a great fucking show.
Good.
Man.
That was like one of the most stacked shows I think we've had in a long time.
Yeah.
And I can honestly say that.
Yeah, I think it was a great like first show to have here, like first like main UD show to have here, and yeah, and even like you said, like regardless of where they was, people was tapped into the performances and shit. But yeah, I wanted to rewatch what's happened on that day and see what was going through your head while everything was going on. Let me see how I get this here queued up right now. You was watching the stream, Kuro, when we was what you call it?
I watched a little bit of it.
I seen you in the chat.
I said, "What's up, UD?" I watched as much as I could before I had to go to before I had to fucking do shit.
Type shit.
Yeah.
Spotify.
No, wait, Saturday was the day that I just got there. So I had to leave for like a rehearsal dinner or some shit. At a fucking pizzeria of all places. In a bar.
You was rehearsing in the bar for the wedding?
No, just like having a get together over a little dinner.
Oh shit. You ever gonna get married, Kuro?
I would love to, however, I'm not rushing to search for my wifey right now, only because I don't want to settle for less right now. And if I find out, not to use the wrong terminology, if I find out that my potential partner is just a bum or just not like what I signed up for, or no, if what I signed up for is just an absolute asshole or just doesn't even like have a quality of life, nah, I'm signing off. That's how I feel personally.
You gotta have it's gotta be a two-way street. Love is a two-way street.
Exactly.
All right.
You're gonna have it like that? I think you should.
No, I'm gonna full screen it. Yeah. All right. So.
Do you know the timestamp of Ibn Ali's performance?
I do not.
Fly on you, bro.
What?
In your lap.
No way that he was capping.
Oh.
You didn't even wipe it off.
No,
just-
like
what the fuck?
he definitely killed that. But like,
That shit hurt.
That just went straight for the.
no, he definitely killed it. But like, that shit hurt him just as much as it may have hurt the fly.
Just like the time that he tried to parkour.
Oh yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm still hurting off that. Maybe I should get that shit
I
checked out.
parkoured it, and I managed to land on my 2 feet.
You jumped over the thing?
Yeah.
Oh, you think you're better than me?
You think you're better than me?
Did you have boots on? Exactly.
I had Air Forces on.
Exactly. If I had some Air Force on, I would have jumped over and then jumped back.
What boots
Jumped
I
over
would've
again.
done this. I would have been able to
Alright.
get away with it.
All right. What is the time frame of it? So if it's definitely farther.
You're definitely probably on open mic.
All right. So how was it? How are you feeling before the performance?
I'm not gonna lie to you, like, the nerves never go away, at least for me. So like, I always try to just like chill out. I just chill with my brother, like really try to get my mind right, focus on the stage, and like there was like a part of the songs that like I didn't really get to like remember because it was so new. I had wrote it that week, so like I had to like practice that, just get myself in check. But I think I was balanced, like half nervous, half like I'm gonna be alright.
Nah, I feel you. I'm about to run it back to the beginning.
Do you even know where the beginning is?
Yeah, right here. No, I'm. Well, I know I have a general sense of it.
I know I was after God, and I think it was like a
Oh, was the time in between?
yeah, it was like an intermission.
Stick around.
Oh, you cut out the break.
Stream right now, so everybody say what's up to the stream right now, man.
Okay, okay.
We streaming everything.
Does it sound? How does it sound?
Turn up the video.
Everybody
Salutations.
tonight is going to be streamed and be able to be seen from all over the place, all around the world. So it's not just the people in the room you performing for, you performing for potentially people around the world for real. So make sure y'all really show out. We're trying to give the artists the opportunity to really grow a fan base, not just in New Jersey, from all over for real. But it's so fucking amazing to have this fucking community here of art. This shit a career for ourselves and make this actually big. So y'all want to make your career, y'all want to make your music like big for real. Y'all want to make a career of this shit. Hell yeah. So that's what we're doing, bro. That's what we're here for. So make sure y'all uplifting each other and supporting each other because we're much more powerful and strong together. So we about to get the feature artists on the stage.
Speaking.
Yo, each one of these feature artists have been putting in work.
Speaking.
Fucking pushing their shit out there. So we putting on feature artists who really been grinding and putting their shit out. So I need y'all to really show love to the fucking artists who are about to test the stage right now. This artist this first artist who's about to take the stage right now.
I'm gonna turn up the video.
The number 1 slot is an important slot. Don't forget that. This next artist about to touch the stage right now. I had him in mind before I even fucking made UD. And I was like, yeah, him right there. Yep. Seen it perform one time. I said, yep. He's gonna be on my shit. Word, I hope. And I'm glad he did. And he performed Matt early on in the fucking series, and he's still killing shit. I need you to fucking show some love, give him some energy. Everybody make some noise for Ibn Ali right now, man. Make some fucking noise.
Yo, hold up before we play it, bro. I just gotta make sure everybody engaged right now. Everybody give me a big yeah!
Oh,
Yeah. I see y'all wide awake. All right. So let's get started. Before I say, my name is Ibn Ali. You can find me on Instagram at Void Warp. And all I gotta say is, man, I'm really just here to give y'all a good show. Let's get this shit started.
B4L exclusive, nigga. Pay attention.
What is the inspiration on the look?
Honestly, like it was really like I'm doing like bringing all the characters to life. This is like one of the characters that I'm talking about. Like the character from the
Yeah.
the
This
Black
first
Eyed
one is
Peas.
called
That's
XX.
what I came as after he found me.
Yeah.
So like face paint.
They gon' think you bad guys, never to this high rise. Chamber of flames, just room on north side. Panic, take my breath, silence in the 3-5. I'm a higher than a fruit fighter, never learn to fly. Give me stitches, close the wounds, I was cool.
My fault, I'm watching Genius on stage right now.
Double X.
I ain't gonna lie, I had mad fun making this song. Like, as depressing as it is, like lyrically, it's still a fun song to make.
When you made this?
I think I made this like September. No, in the summer of last year. I made it like towards the end of summer though.
What made it fun?
It was just like I don't know if everyone enjoys the music process like I do, but like when it ends in like a song that I just can't stop listening to, like this was one of them. Like I'm just like, yo, like this was mad fun. Like I remember everything. Like I remember I had like Pokemon playing in the background, and like I would like look over every so often just to see like where I was at, and then like I would get right back into it.
Nah, that's how you know you enjoyed it, when you knew what was playing.
Yeah, like it was such a good time, man. And it ended up like I just couldn't stop playing it after that.
Yeah, move forward. I don't bite. Definitely move forward. Yeah.
And that's the one thing you gotta do. You gotta be assertive on stage. Like if you don't really command the stage like you're supposed to, people will not be interested in you really.
Yeah.
This next one's called
You don't have. I feel as though you don't gotta do it so aggressive. You just have to be like I said, like assertive. Like really just calmly tell people to move forward, but make sure you know like you give them a show.
Yeah, like guide them for real.
Watch the black ice don't fall, don't slip. What? That's a fire regret. That's a fall.
I sound better than I thought I did. I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought I sounded like ass.
Could you feel like you could hear yourself like that much when you was
I
performing?
can, but it's because of like how focused I am on the crowd that like I can hear myself, but I can't at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so much to think about when you perform. Like,
yeah, like it's like
how you moving, like,
yeah, you got tunnel vision, but you don't have tunnel vision. Like,
yeah.
The music video for this, like the day that I shot this video, like for Black Ice was eventful. I ain't gonna lie. It was during the Super Bowl, and it was like I went out there to like Southern Reservation, and I just like it was so much snow, and then like I was like, bruh, like I didn't bring like an actual like I just had the sweater that you see in the video, so I had to like between takes just like jog in place. And then like I ended up reconnecting with somebody that I probably shouldn't have reconnected with that night. But you know, and I watched the Eagles put belt to ass on the Chiefs all in one day.
When was this?
The Super Bowl.
Oh, this is recently.
Yeah, it was recently. It was February.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought that this song was. I thought I heard this song from
I dropped the song. I dropped the song in 2024, but the video came. You know.
Oh, you're talking about the video? Okay.
Yeah. The song, I could even give you insight about the song, bro. Like, I was just like, I was so fucking like distraught over like a person. It got to the point where it was like I couldn't even really make music without like making music centered around them. So then like I got tired of it, and then I wrote Black Ice. It was like the first song where it was just like me kind of like telling myself to like watch out for certain things. Mm-hmm. You know, it felt good. It was a nice change of pace, and it really set the tone for like I Was Always There.
So what's the why do you have like so many Black Ice songs?
Oh, so there's Black Ice and there's Black Ice remix. So it's just using the same beat, but it's like a different song all across the board. And I wanted to do that because I felt like it was kind of updating where I was, especially because they kind of came out a year apart from each other. You know, and like thematically they're the same kind of thing, but like in a way that it's like, nah, like, this is like me, like I said, giving an update, but at the same time it's like, bro, like it feels like the other song.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had fun making that shit too. Like,
let's fucking go.
His Ash favorite song. Because like it's a VS2 anniversary, so I'm like, I gotta like, all right, let me do something from the project. That's another thing I like doing. The mixes are so much fun to make too. Like everything about music is just like I could sit here and talk about how much fun it is.
Right. You put anything like different in the mix for this one?
Just the intros. Like really the intros are just like I like to do that because it gives me space to breathe, and also gets me to prepare for like mentally for the next song and like what I want to do. Also to interact with the crowd. That's like a big thing. And like also to really show like my editing chops, like the taste that I have, and to show personality while also kind of standing still and trying to you know.
Yeah, definitely having that in between, definitely dope.
Come up anyway. I built this with my blood. Same one in your face. Same type in your kid. If you see me turn this off, bitch. Let's go turn it off. Let's go turn it off. Yeah, shit is not real. What? It was never real. If
One thing I think I'm happy with, like, this performance, I actually, like, looked at the crowd. Like, you see, like, you'll see me at times, like, I'm getting ready to turn around, but then I'll be like, nah, turn back the other way. Because that's one of the things, like, I'll actually, like, study my other performances and be like, bro, stop turning around so fucking much.
Oh, like you'll like be like back facing.
Yeah, like I'll turn around and, like, I'll be turned around for a little bit, you know, and it kind of kills the momentum.
So why you be doing that?
I think it was more because, like, I didn't know where to look, but then I just, like, and it was also like a confrontational thing. Like, at that point in time, I was really bad with, like, looking people in the eye, and, like, whenever it was time to really confront them. But now I'm at the point where it's like, I don't care. Like, I don't care how many people are looking at me. I look at all of y'all in the eye. Oh my gosh.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Hey. One. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, it can be intimidating looking at the crowd, bro. Like the dreads in the face help for sure.
Nah, I'll be putting my dress back.
Yeah, it's definitely been yeah, we really fucking with Unreleased. Is this Unreleased?
Yeah.
Where?
Every song from after Never Real is Unreleased.
I know, I've been watching. You trying to be a little mountain climber. Stop crying. Let's go. Let's go, Piper. Yo, do the back. Get to the fucking front. Right now. What are you willing to sacrifice and get up out this room? Sitting right across.
I did not stop listening to this shit since I made it.
Yeah, nah, I think that's what would make it the best thing about making this shit. That's the best feeling when you make something and you like it so much.
It's just you cannot stop. Yo. That's the name of the song. I was just like, fuck it. But, like, honestly, these songs are like, I'm so serious, like, almost like dead ass finished.
Bitch, I know you.
This is what I was in here, and I heard this. And I was like, yo, this nigga done put the fucking what's on his story. Video put on his story.
Oh
and
my
then
god.
He put the video in the fucking mix. I was like, yo, nah.
Yo, that.
Yeah, for not having nobody on the stream whatsoever, this did really well. The beat could have been up like a little higher though. I could have put it up a little higher. I was blowing the mic out because I had the mic. Like, I was screaming in the shit.
Yo, this shit. I'm just listening to the music, like, I'm just like, bro, like, y'all don't understand. Like, I really cannot wait to drop all this shit.
Nah, this is fire. I didn't even hear this at the show.
That's the name of this one, Ghost Like. Bro, each one of these songs, like, this next project, I'm telling you, even when I pop out as the character, it's like for the next performance, y'all are gonna see and feel everything that, like, I'm talking about. Like,
that's what I really fuck with, like, about having, like, the live streams.
Last one.
Like, having the feature artists and even the open mic artists, like, before the live stream. I really fuck with this song.
Yeah,
Like,
same.
that you sampled it and everything. But it was cool, like, that you came on before like to the live stream, because I remember you specifically talking about how like you were going to start showing up as the characters and stuff like that. So like when you came in and I saw like you had like the face paint and everything, I was like, yeah, he's just as one of the characters. So I like instantly like knew, and then it clicked. So that's cool. I really like I was talking to you about it. I really like having like the live streams and then like the artists, like knowing more about them like beforehand.
Right.
That was really cool.
Yeah, that's something I loved about it as well. Like, cause even like the open mic as well. Cause I interview a bunch of open mic, and I'm like, damn, like I feel way more connected to y'all. Like rather than just like not knowing them at all. You only come around at my lowest like now. With your hand out, fuck you. Ran a show and I was young. Didn't know better, how could I not? Setting fire to the world for the warmth. Every single change was a call to arms. To get me further from myself. What's the energy level at this point?
It's just like, I don't care about how I sound on the mic, bro. This is just pure like months of like anger and like stuff that I can't say to people because I have to like be like, I need you out of my life type shit. Like, it's just all on the stage.
That's dope, because I feel like the rawness really make it like you can feel it like way better. Like I like that's kind of how I felt at a point when I was performing. I'm like I'm not even, I'm about to just like let it out. I'm not even
I don't care how I look. Like, I don't give a fuck if you he's not even like, I know I can sing, bro. I don't care. I like, even though it has auto-tune on it, I know what I can do. I don't care. I'm on stage just yelling the top of my lungs, because not only is this song like a pure reflection of like how I feel, it's also related to the story as well as that I'm trying to tell. And that's another thing that I feel like very emotional about, is that I'm able to have the ability and the artist, like the ability and the artistry to really put like double entendres on my art. Like, this means one thing, but also is directly related to my life. Like, this is directly related to this story that is like fiction to a certain degree, but it also is like directly related to my life.
Right.
And that's that song. That's all the songs up there. Like, even like it's crazy because like the SYK song is like,
best crowd on earth right now. I don't give a
if
fuck.
I can, I'm not gonna give too much about it, like too much spoilers, but like it's very, it's extreme. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, it's like what it's about, like the lyrics, like it's hinting at something. Like, y'all gonna look at me like, bro, like that's very heavy to put, but I disguised it because I'm like, I want it to be like that, because it's like, people don't know what they're dancing to, but when they do figure it out, it adds another layer to the song. It's like, oh shit, this song sounds so good in the club, but like, you know what I mean? Like, so like having that heaviness hidden in the song so well is something that I really take pride in, and it's gonna be like very, very cool to see people try to piece together in the future.
Nah, that's dope as hell. Yeah, having like the layers and shit too is fire as shit.
Yo, make some noise for Ibn Ali one more time, man. Make some fucking noise.
After that, bro, it was like everybody, like I couldn't do nothing without somebody trying to dap me up. Get your Instagram.
Nah,
like,
see, that'd be the best feeling.
It is, because it's like, you know, you left your mark. Like, people will remember your music.
On the stage right now. Well, first of all, make sure y'all tap it in and interacting with all the artists. If you fucking with the artists, don't be shy, don't be afraid. They're not gonna bite. Go up to them.
I was actually mad
Get their
sober.
contact and maybe listen to him on the way home.
No, I was
Feature artists.
I was trying to. I didn't have no time though.
Yo, this artist.
But nah, I fucked with it. Yeah, nah, shit. That was definitely like a dope ass performance. Like one of the best performances of the night for real.
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed that. That was one of my favorites. Like, one of my favorites that I've done, for real. Like, especially considering like, just, I wouldn't say that I'm too far off from when I dropped VS2, because like, to me, that at that point in time, that was my best project.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people agreed. I think that was my best project. But now that I Was Always There dropped, there's like a contender. Like, some people still say VS2, but a lot of people are saying like I Was Always There is my best project to date. But like this EP, it's not an album, it's an EP. But I think this EP is gonna like.
That you're about to drop?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
when you print that out?
I want to say sometime around the beginning of to the middle of June. Because like all the songs, like you guys have heard like 3 of the songs, it's gonna be like 5 tracks, 5, 6 tracks. So, you know, like I definitely do want to let these songs go, but I gotta polish them up just a little bit. And like there's like a little there's features. There's like some features on there, minor features, really not anything like too crazy. Like I just want to be able to make sure that those go smoothly before I really start to commit to like showing people more, especially because I've kind of had the cover art hidden for a little bit, showing people variants of the cover art, not the actual one. But yeah, expect that rollout to be soon. I also want to do like a video too, like get like a video going, like to show people like what it is that they could be expecting on the project.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's fire. Nah, I'm super excited to see it for real. Super excited to see how that goes and how you roll that out for sure.
Thanks.
Hell yeah. Did Whylamar was anything?
He's not gonna be able to make it this stream.
All right, cool.
So you wanna?
Huh? Do I want to be? Do you?
Like interview.
Sure.
Sure.
So.
So.
Sure enough.
I mean, you started off the stream by kind of, you know, giving us.
I actually got to turn into an interviewer.
Okay.
So you started off the turn into Oprah.
I'm done. You started. You started off. We're cue the Donavon.
I was about to ask, can I play something?
No, it's not allowed. No.
Y'all remember that Happy Birthday Kurt Donavon video that Pterodax made?
Yeah, that was funny.
I definitely do remember that.
That was funny as hell. Should I let you get set up with that first, or what?
Oh yeah.
You just scrolling.
I was trying to figure out what I should put on. I'm gonna shuffle.
I'll put myself on shuffle.
I would play that Kuro song.
Our song.
So what now?
So you started off like the stream, kind of giving us like a little bit of, you know, like an insight on your experience at UD38.
Yup.
But like, how'd you feel like throughout the night, knowing that like, all right, I'm a featured artist? Why are you like, you gotta laugh? How'd you feel like throughout the show, knowing like, okay, like, you know, you're like running the show, hosting, but you're also going to be a feature art, like you're a feature artist, so you're also like, you know, performing. Like, how'd you feel like, you know, having that pressure of all the duties and everything you have to do throughout the show, but also, you know, performing?
I feel it really puts into perspective for me that I have to, I think it really puts into perspective to me that I have to ensure that the work that I do pre-show is like goes fully into like what I need to do, so that I can juggle everything, because I'm also like trying to do like the music and the documentaries and everything like that. So I could have done a better job at like getting different things done beforehand and like being more on schedule with like the things I need to handle in terms of UD and stuff. I mean, it was difficult for this one because multiple different things shifted to where a boatload of new work had to be dumped on to the fucking table in terms of, okay, now this is a new venue, new date. Now we have to make new flyers, new this, new that, like a bunch of shit. So, but I want to, it just really makes me like realize that how much I need to implement like time framing, like putting in work for UD and like other shit, like my projects and like other stuff like that, so I can juggle that. Because even though I feel like the show went off like really well, like I wasn't able to like rehearse or like really get out like new music or anything like that, because of how much time I was spending like on the UD stuff. And like even you can even see it on the playback of the actual like raw like full stream. It was a section in that right before the show started. I was like, all right, NFS, let's get a quick rehearsal in.
Really?
Huh? One second.
Bless you.
I got another. All right.
Let me just make sure the audio is going
My boy about to start yodeling.
good. Alright, the audio's good. Wait, I don't think you can really hear your music though. Yeah, you could turn up your song a little bit.
This.
You're turning up your music.
It wasn't even playing.
For some reason, it's not even going.
Your shit wasn't even playing, Mr. Donavon.
Oh.
No, it is. I'll run that last.
I'm about to check if it's.
Oh, now you want to run back our little call.
Hold on, I'm just like trying to make sure Alright, you can hear it. So word. You were the last feature artist performance. Do you feel like you were like a little bit stressed or hold on, give me a second. I'm new to this interview and shit.
Take
Do
your
you
time.
feel like you were stressed, like you were running around like throughout the whole entire show, and you were the last feature artist, so it was like, did you feel tired? Were you excited, like just as excited? Like how were you feeling before your performance after running around throughout the whole
You
show?
know, I have like, it's like kind of, I always try to get in a little ritual for the show. Like I remember I put Joey on the stage, and then like I did everything I needed to do. Like I went to the bathroom, like I came in here, I was just like in here just like smoking and just like getting like mentally prepared. I even hit a couple notes in the corner while nobody was in here, and then so yeah, like definitely stressed, but I do definitely try to like get away for a couple minutes before like I get on, just so I can get my myself together and like my head clear, because like I be really wanting to get into the performance and getting into it, because I don't like to just perform just like plain. Like I want to really like feel what I'm saying and like really portray that. Yeah, so it's like a very kind of I feel like in a way it's like a spiritual kind of thing, and like a emotional kind of thing, like a personal kind of thing, like a therapeutic kind of thing. So it's like a lot of just like yeah, it has to be a very raw therapeutic thing when you're just like, I don't care what I think, I don't care what people think, like I'm just gonna just let out this like fucking howl or whatever. Like because then it's like, okay, fuck, like this is like the external factor of like my internal. So I don't know, I feel like that resonates really well, and then it's kind of like not as, I guess, embarrassing, you know. Yep.
Nice.
What else you got for me?
So, like, while you were like promoting the show, one thing that like I kept seeing you like say and like looking forward to, and you know, kind of giving like an expectation for the audience was you wanted to make this like your most intimate performance yet, which from like an outside perspective, like the audience perspective, it definitely was like one of your most like intimate shows. So like what do you feel like helped make it like an intimate show, like on your end? Like what did you do to achieve that?
I think definitely just really just being letting loose in it, and just really just like
You definitely did.
yeah. And I feel like I also say that to you sometimes, like whenever you're gonna make a video or whatever, I'm just like, yo, just talk as if like just like us talking like just very calm, like natural, just like showing your personality, because like then people could really see who you are and like connect with you, and like relate to you in that way. So I think just what was the question?
Like like while you were promoting that you were gonna be a feature artist for UD38.
Oh right.
Like
So
the intimate.
yeah, like something that really made it intimate was just like letting loose and just like it's really helpful because obviously like the community like is very welcoming and like we already know them so heavily and like as well as the space itself is very intimate, so you're all kind of close knit, so it's easier to feel that intimacy and to provide that intimacy because you're already like so close to one another. And it's interesting because I also didn't even realize that until after the fact that I was saying that a lot, like I wanted this to be the most intimate experience. It just kind of happened because yeah, because I just was just letting like loose and just like having fun and just being myself really. And that's really, I feel like what got me to the point where people like fuck with like my personality, like who I am and shit, by just like showing who I am like in a raw, unfiltered way. And yeah, and that's what I wanted to do. Like I don't like to just like, I hate the idea of like I'm gonna get up on stage, sing my songs, I'm not even gonna look at y'all. like I'm not even gonna acknowledge y'all, like talk to y'all at all. I'm gonna get up, sing my songs, and I'm done. Thank you, goodbye. And I'm not gonna see me again until, or I could play into like the I could be super like, I could get into the super gothic bag and be like, and come out and then just act like a vampire all the time and don't talk to nobody and just be in a cave. But people wouldn't be able to relate to me, just like kind of like, you know what I'm saying, like relate in a way of like, oh, I can, like I fuck with this person because of like who they are. And like this might have to take a couple, what's it called, and yeah, so to me, hosting and like talking is a whole nother passion, a whole nother art, like trying to get people to like keep people entertained by just what you're saying, like by just like speaking and just like talking, like I grew up watching fucking like stand-ups. I grew up watching fucking like speeches and like promos and shit from like different realms of like entertainment and shit, which really like made me like that form of like capturing people with just like your words. So I really like engaging people in that way, and like not just like playing the music, but just like I probably cheated and went over my time OD because like I was just chatting my ass off, but but I really just wanted to fucking get that engagement, like really just get that like I probably did more talking than performing, to be honest. But I was just fucking having fun, to be honest, and just like talking like as if we were just in here chilling, to be honest. And that's why I feel like that's why I really liked the performance, because it had a little bit of everything. So that's why it was one of my favorite ones.
Should we? I'm just thinking about like in terms of like clipping the stream. Should we change seats so I like you could answer?
Okay.
So you're more in frame.
Oh yeah, nah. She wanted to. Let me get in that interviewer's chair since I'm in.
Shit, I don't know what else to ask, but
I think it was just a posture thing. True.
You were like kind of like. All right, so I think you definitely bring the mic down a little bit. I think you definitely achieved that. Like you set a goal out to have a intimate performance, and you did that. Like usually throughout your performances, like right before you perform a song, like you'll give an explanation. I'm sorry, I'm like sweating. I was like shiny, but but before the songs, like you give a little explanation and like you connect to the people watching you. But this time it was like we got that, but also like a little bit more of your personality. So I feel like that really helped achieve like what you wanted with the intimate performance. Yes. So, tell us a little bit more about about your new material, because you started off your set with, I believe, 3 new songs.
I didn't start off with it. Oh yeah, like I started off with a song that I just dropped, and then the 3 songs after that were new songs. Yeah. Yeah. So the songs just be like just very much a lot of times just like things that I'm currently going through, or just like period pieces in my life, like things that I have gone through before, and just like tapping in with those feelings and like those things that have happened, and just really trying to talk about it in a different, in like in my perspective, in like a perspective that's kind of like profound, and like it also just helps me through as well, because I feel like that's positive and can also help other people like get through by just like talking about the things that heavily impact me and how I'm trying to get through them and how I'm trying to move forward through it, whether it be like negative or positive, or just like the struggles that I'm going through and shit. So yeah.
Nice. I think that was your first time performing those songs, right? Because you haven't performed those songs before.
I haven't even practiced them.
Wow. So
I haven't had a chance to, because I was just doing a UD shit for the most part. So
yeah, you killed it.
Appreciate you.
So has this ever been the case where you have new, like, where you have new music and you don't even practice it and perform? Or do you usually get like a performance in?
Sometimes I do have the opportunity to do it, because like I'll have my car, so like I'll be driving and I'll be like singing in the car. But I don't have a car now, so like currently I'm not driving, so like I haven't been able to like, I could have probably like performed it in a type of way, but like I wanted to get in there and actually perform on the microphone, which I wasn't able to do, so I didn't really get a chance to perform. And I also was planning on just making like mad music and just being able to pick from it, but it didn't work out that way, so yeah.
Nice. Do you think like did it make you like nervous or anything, knowing that you didn't get any practice beforehand?
Yeah, what saved my ass is doing the practice with NFS, because the beat, the track was like slow, like the mix was slow, so and that's because I didn't change the BPM on anything. I just made all the songs on the mix with the same BPM, and it was like slow. So instead he had me send the songs, and I also like I perform the music differently than how I like when I sing it, differently how I do when I perform it. So I went through like a good 30 seconds of singing Falling Over You different ways, and to where I got to like how I'm going to like sing it, you know what I mean? So it was that definitely saved my ass a lot of time. It's just like, okay, now I know how to, because you don't want to fix all that shit on stage, like the shit going slow, and then you also don't know how to sing it, so you basically practicing on stage, like, nah, you want to have your shit together for real, especially like we've been promoting the show for like a month, so it's like you gotta have shit together, especially like, I mean, I didn't perform over like 200 times, but like still gotta be prepared and shit, like shit could go wrong, like you know what I mean.
So before we get into like the live reactions,
we're gonna watch it?
Yes.
Oh shit.
So before we get into that, damn, you made me forget my question. What was I gonna say? Damn.
You're just gonna watch a bunch of goofy behavior from me.
That's great. We could like overreact to it. But before we get into that, I had a question, guys. It was a good one too. Damn. You know what? Pull it up and then.
You might think of it on the way.
Yeah. Oh, that's. I remember it. So we're gonna react to your performance, but what could we expect from you. Like, I know you recently made like a site where people can subscribe to. Do you want to touch a little bit more on that?
So essentially what I've been really tapped in with is like trying to create a career out of my art and out of my passion, and something that I've really been focused on is like actually growing my core audience. And I've been really like, I have written in my room like a sticky note written in my room of 1,000 true fans, because like I've been stuck on thinking like, okay, like 1,000 true fans is it like that method, like 1,000 true fans method is a great way of how I can kind of orchestrate in my head how I can grow a fan base off of this within like even like the first steps of doing it. And that's essentially if you have a thousand true fans and they spend $100 on your art over the course of a year, you have $100,000 salary. So that's a very like simple breakdown of how you can make a career out of your art without having like millions of fans. So that's what I've been thinking heavily into. Like, I want to grow my fan base and nurture my fan base and have a way that I can directly contact them and interact with them, because it's way better to have 1,000 true fans than like a million monthly listeners of people who might not listen to you in the next month. So it's like that's why I was researching heavily into how I can track my core supporters, so that I can over time collect that data and build up my supporters. And then when I drop new music, I can hit up every one of my supporters. When I drop new tickets to my shows, I could drop it in the send it to all my supporters, and also on top of that, be able to see where everybody is from. Like see, oh, I have fucking 100 fans in Trenton, I'm gonna do a show in Trenton. Or I have 100 fans in Chicago, I'm gonna do a show in Chicago, and fucking hit up everybody in Chicago who supports me and let them know I have a show. So I think like the real power is being able to have direct access to your fan base, because like even social media is not showing your shit to your entire fan base. So social media is a great place you can get out there and show and like gain a fan base, but you gotta be able to nurture them and keep them. So what I got on this website that's called Rivet, it's essentially like a way for artists to track their fan base. They should sponsor us, to be honest.
Yeah, that'd be great.
They have like a landing page where you could press to join my email list. So if y'all want to get exclusive updates to everything that I'm doing with my music and my docu-series, and also just like updates to shit even like early as well, if you go to the link in my bio and click get exclusive updates, put in like your email and phone number, and I'm gonna be able to like contact y'all directly for exclusive updates. And also on that shit too, it's like kind of like Patreon also. So if you want to put unreleased music on there behind a paywall, like I have a subscription where if you pay $5 a month on my shit, you can hear unreleased music. I have fucking 10 songs on there that are unreleased. I'm gonna keep adding to it as well, just like shit as well. So that's what I'm saying, that just having accessibility for independent musicians to be able to support themselves and keep track of their fan base. So that's really what I've been heavily into, like trying to be self-employed within myself as an artist. And really, like, it's harder for musicians, like I was saying earlier. Like, it's fucking harder, bro. Like if we made Paytons, bro, we could make bank. We can make bank on some Paytons.
But
like,
it is
and like even
hard.
for videographers, like photographers, you make direct income, and designers make direct income off of their work. That's not to say it's easy, not at all, but especially like musicians, like that's why it's like trying to figure out alternative ways to grow income as a musician. That's why I'm like, okay, we're 1,000 true fans. If I get 1,000 people, if I had 1,000 people on my exclusive updates, and I could, cause on the website you could if you sign up for exclusive updates, it gives me all that list of people so that I can then mass email them. I can then mass text all them. So if I have 1,000 fans of people on there, and I could be able to hit them up with anything like that I have coming out. So that's just bringing power to the independent artist to where you don't have to rely on a label or nothing. Yeah, so that's what I'm on, to be honest. That's what I'm on. Type shit.
Nice. So everybody, go check out Kurt Donovan's Rivet. One last quick question. When can we expect you to drop some of these unreleased music?
So I'm gonna be dropping it soon. You could check out my full like in-depth like journey on that on my docu-series. I'm like trying to get my discipline together so that I could actually like put this shit out really consistently, because I feel like that's what's really holding me back from like getting to where I want to be with like the growth aspect wise. So I'm trying to get on top of that and get more disciplined on dropping the music. I haven't dropped it since January, so that's why I'm like I gotta get on top of my shit, and I'm gonna be showcasing that journey on my docu-series. So check out both of those things. Yeah, facts. So soon though, this month. What's it? April? No, May. New shit, May.
Alright.
New shit, May for sure.
Do you guys have any questions?
For me or anything?
I bet. So, let's see. Compared to the last time you were featured at UD, how would you say, what improvements on your performance would you say that were apparent compared to the last one?
I really liked the last performance that I had on Halloween. I really liked it. I just feel like I did like this one better, however, because I feel like this one I just had way more fun with it. Like I just was like way more intimate with it, and I just really interacted a lot more. Like even though the one in October was dope. I ain't gonna lie. Like I really fucked with that one. Was that October?
Yeah. The Halloween show.
Yeah, that was. I don't know. I like both of them, but I just think I had more fun with this one because I just like came into it just like, all right, I'm gonna just have fun with it and like fucking really just like show a lot of personality with it. And I think it also did help because of the intimacy of it, like the space wise. Yeah.
Nah, 1000%. I definitely agree with you. Another thing, two-part question. Would you sign to a label, yes or no? And if there's a platform that you want to be featured on, which would it be and why? Two-part question.
I wouldn't be on a label in no time soon, to be honest. Like I would be on a label if it was some kind of like actually on some partnership on like something like a project or something like that. Like what I want to do is like really grow my fan base and my like supporters like independently and like really grow that, especially because today like that's very doable. Like artists like Russell and shit like that are completely independent and like fucking have like a huge fan base and shit, and that's what I want to do, like grow myself independently so that I can have that leverage to where if I wanted to do some type of like deal there's people do deals. You need some kind of leverage for this. That's the thing. Like you need to actually put yourself up as an artist to be able to do business with a label, and kind of have some kind of say on the terms of it as well. So I would want to do some shit where it's like we do a like it's one project kind of deal to where they don't touch my catalog, they don't touch my masters or nothing. We do a one project deal to where I make one project and they put up the funding for it, and then once they recoup their funding, we make 50-50 profit split on the project. Mm-hmm. Yeah, to where it's like doing like an actual business deal. Like a lot of artists like get a little bit of buzz and then sign a 360 to where like you sign up like literally all your ownership. Like the key, my key thing is like ownership, like owning the means of operation, like not having to just like I really want ownership of all my shit. So if I'm going to be working with a business, then because we're like having your music is a business as well. So that's labels is another business. So it's like if we're gonna be working together, then it's gonna be something to where it's on equal terms. But to have those equal terms, you got to build yourself up first because they have the money and the connection. So you got to have something to match that for them to give a fuck to do some type of business to where it makes some sense evenly, to where they're not just gonna like do some shit that just completely like benefits them. You know what I mean? So so potentially, but I'm not really fucking with it like that because it's like it's today and age, like you don't even need a label like at all. So
That's what my engineering professor keeps telling me. I just won't get.
you don't really you legitimately don't, especially like with that simple formula. You just need a couple couple thousand fans. Like that's not even you definitely don't need a label for that. You just need to be able to have a fucking email list, a fucking like SMS list, like some to where you can contact your supporters. So yeah, it's because it's a whole different like thing. Like you go to a label, the label gonna be working with people who doing the same shit that you doing. So it's like label that came to UD. How the fuck they gonna come to UD? I thought we was gonna come to y'all. That's what I'm saying. Like you building, all it is just building up a level playing field to where it's like you more on the radar. You have more leverage to where you getting like partnerships with like shit like that because, type shit.
Nah,
So,
I feel you.
but
I also asked you what like
who I want to be on?
Platform or whatever platform would you like to be on? Radio?
I don't know. I mean, I don't give a fuck about radio, to be honest. Let me not say that. I recruit my statements. That wasn't me.
Clip it.
If
Put the radio aside, would you want to be on a specific blog?
I don't know what blog they would put me on, to be honest with you, because like, I think my shit is like very alternative, but yet also like black presenting at the same time. So I don't know if they would put me on like a hip hop type shit. So I think I would have to mostly like realm to like more of like the alternative like gothic shit, to be honest.
See this goth shit you're doing?
Real.
Hang it up.
Absolutely real.
Hang it
You're
up.
gonna be
Absolutely
from
real.
Chicago.
So
They gonna make
definitely.
You rebrand like you from Chicago.
But yeah, I don't really know, to be honest, because it's not too many like. I don't really know, to be honest. But I would be open to being on different shit. I'm really more inclined to just like making this shit. Like I just wanna.
On the radar?
Yeah, on the radar would be cool. On the radar would be cool.
Yeah, on the radar, actually. That could probably get you a decent amount of exposure. A lot of exposure, to be honest.
Yeah, I want to.
invite only though, so.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I like I prefer it to be like invite. Like I want to get on the.
Yeah,
I don't like trying to reach up to get shit. Like I kind of want to build up to where we looking eye to eye, and I can be like, yo, bro, I'm here. So
I'm out here. What's good?
so instead of just like people like trying to.
Videos too.
Hmm?
Like do some shit like that too. However, they charge $1,000.
The things I'm trying to be on is some big shit, bro. Like I want to be on I want to be on some all over the place type shit. Like I'm trying to be on some like a A24 movie. like I'm trying to be on some random shit. Like I'm trying to do like all type of shit, to be honest. Nah, that's really my biggest thing I want to be on is not even, not even a music platform. It's fucking A24 movie, absolutely. As like acting on it, like type shit. I feel like I never left acting. Like I feel like when I get on stage, like I'm acting. Huh?
You used to be an actor.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the first thing I did. That's literally the first shit I used to do for real.
Never took you for a theater shit, bro.
Nah, yeah. I mean, not really like not so much like theater. Like I fucked with theater.
Oh, so you're just like more like
film.
Yeah, more film.
Yeah, that's where I fuck with like the documentaries and shit, cause it's like just having like the actual like film aspect to it, and the skits. That's why I was doing the skits heavily too, cause I'm like, yo, that's just like acting as well.
We gotta bring those back.
But I do feel like UD is theater, like hosting is like theater, because it's a form of entertaining, and it's like obviously it's me, but I'm also like putting on like you're putting on more energy into it, so people can be more engaged. Because if I was on the stage like kind of just like chilling, just like hanging out, just talking, then like it's not as engaging as like, all right, people are watching, I gotta keep people's attention. All right, it's just like it's just like music. So like it's really just like a like flow. It's like flows, and like I feel like all that shit is the same. Like
You can't
it's just jazz.
You said what?
It's just jazz.
That's just jazz.
Yeah.
that's actually
Because all I'm doing on stage is like literally just words.
It's like,
word jazz.
Just like keeping that flow.
Oh god.
But yeah, man.
This shit just gave. Ever since I'm not gonna lie, off topic. Ever since I heard skit, I just got inspiration. I won't speak on it too.
For a skit
Yeah.
type shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. There's so many different ways to like
Hell yeah.
express like your shit and like put your shit out there as well.
But I do want to say, next time I get booked for UD, do me a favor, everybody fucking boo me.
Boo you.
I want
What do you want people to boo you?
entertaining, shock value. Nobody's ever booed anybody.
You want to be the first to be booed?
Yes.
People have booed people at UD before.
really?
Yes.
I feel like I do remember that happening once,
It
but
was, like,
I
at the meat
don't
locker, like,
remember who.
I don't remember.
It was at the meat locker. I forgot who it was though. Like I definitely did hear people booing.
Really?
I feel
Yeah,
like
I'm serious.
I remember that too. I just don't know.
Well,
We've had some stinkers at the meat locker. I
Well,
can't even lie. Like,
forget about those. I feel like
we
I'm
did, bro. Those those are days we was just letting anybody on the stage,
Hell yeah,
bro.
I feel
Like,
like I'm top face. So it'll be more. I feel like it'll be more memorable. Not to
yeah.
be egotistical, but
Ain't nothing wrong with that. You gotta promote yourself.
still though.
Nah, yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, I feel like I'm one of the more prominent figures here, so it'd be funny just to get booed.
Nah, I hear you. It gotta mean something if you want to do it. It gotta mean something. It gotta go into your brain.
It's crazy. You wanna know what's interesting?
What's up?
Funny enough, when I was with my band, we briefly got booed at the meat locker. It was like our first show there. My first ever show at the meat locker. It was like, I forgot what happened. There was something like the sound system. It was our first time. We weren't familiar with the wondrous sound system of the meat locker. How like it's like so fucking inconsistent. So like, I was like, nah, I'm not going out like this. We're not getting booed. Like everybody was losing their shit, and I'm like, we're not getting booed, guys. This is not happening. So I got the mic, cause I'm like in the band I was like the rapper, but I was also like I'd help like sing sometimes. But like, yeah, I'm like, nah, we're not gonna do this. So I was like, Dre, play like a beat. So I started freestyling. Got the crowd right, and I'm like, all right, nah, I got y'all attention. I'm gonna need y'all to pay attention. And I counted everybody out, all the members out on stage. It's just off the dome shit. Like I'm just like, bro, like we're not getting booed. I didn't come all the way out here to get booed. Like this is not happening. So we was good. We was good after that, but. I remember that, and I was just like, never, never. Like, oh, I'm sorry, bro. Like,
It'd be like that.
That's like crazy feeling niggas to start.
It's also
no, like it was heavy too, and I'm like, oh
Yeah.
fuck no, yeah nah. And then like you start to lose your composure.
Word. Yo, I would play into that so fucking crazy. I would just start
How?
turning into a heel. Who the fuck y'all booing? Y'all booing me? Me? I'm gonna boo y'all niggas.
What I just mentioned earlier has to do with the skit idea. Has to do. But I don't want to speak too much on the live because I just don't want to take away your spotlight. You feel me?
Wait, what? Who's that?
Oh yeah, this has not the whole thing about me. Oh, booing. This has something to do with skit idea.
Oh, you doing a skit?
I would love to do a skit.
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
I have something. Kind of want to do something where it's like a little heel turn.
You trying to be a villain or something?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh shit, why?
Cause it's fucking fun.
You about to say because I feel like it.
Cause I feel like it's fun.
Oh shit, what you about to start trolling?
Not trolling. I gotta put more thought into this, but the whole thing is I wanna do some shit like where I just become a sellout and then start shitting on more. Not genuinely, but just like trolling. It's kind of like you said, trolling.
That's one. So you said no, but yeah.
Yeah. But basically, yeah, I kind of want to do it. I want to see what it's like, just like being a fucking the heel of the fucking UD community.
Oh, I disagree 100%.
What do you mean you do?
Yeah, I disagree 100%.
What?
I do not agree, man.
I don't see why. Like why?
Cause I want to.
That's the reason.
I want to see what it's like. I kind of want to see what it's like.
Who you gonna hate on? Are you talking about like how Smoke Bomb and Pterodax do it?
No.
Like,
Just
Smoke
no.
Bomb Pterodax beef is so funny.
No. Beefing against the world.
Okay.
Almost kind of like a John Cena type of thing, but not so much. Like real.
Okay.
Almost kind of like a John Cena type of ordeal. Bro just became villain. Bro just became villain.
You know, you make me nervous you make me nervous, girl.
Why do I make you nervous?
Because I don't know. What y'all think? Because you said you're gonna become a villain.
I don't think that's like the best idea.
Why not? Okay, let me hear you out. Why not?
See, hear you out, but not me.
Well, I was willing to fucking hear you out, but you ain't say.
I mean, that just I didn't even think I had to say too much. But nah, it's just because you say you want to be a villain.
What's like the reason though? Just for like trolling purposes?
Trolling purposes.
I also don't
What's
think
the
that's
point of
the.
How does that help you grow?
I might add a little more personality to it.
Why didn't you add personality, period?
I don't know. I just don't know how to.
I think you should. I mean, you do it. You're doing it right now.
I mean, true.
I think
that the being a villain aspect is just gonna throw people up. Hey, keep going. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I can only talk with Ashley time to talk.
He asked Ashley, you still
No.
I'm like, I think.
Ashley said, I think. And the character was like, you know what?
I did ask him, though. That seems like a clickbaited type question.
I think that like it's not gonna attract like the right people, like supporters who really fuck with you. It's gonna attract like, I mean, you're trolling, so it's just gonna attract like people who are trolls as well.
Real.
So I feel like that's only going to last so long. And if you kind of like what Kurt was saying, if you don't do that and show your personality, like the right people are gonna stick around, like the right supporters, the people who truly fuck with you, and not just there for the troll moment and that's it.
It'd be like that.
I think anything with troll in the fucking sentence should be just removed completely.
You say it's banned.
Because like
You're banned.
that's not at all. That's not at all how you grow like an actual fan base who actually fucks with you. Like you should even have villain in the fucking book. You should have hero in the vocabulary because you could be a hero to the people who are just like you, but you're not gonna reach them. You're just gonna reach other trolls who are just gonna troll you back and not actually support you. And then at the end of it, you're gonna rebrand again to some other shit. But that's just troll. Just
that
getting
troll shit will follow you too.
Yeah, like, and then nobody gonna take you serious because you're just trolling. It's like that's like some Supreme Patty shit. Like that's not the way to.
Yo, I forgot about that nigga, bro.
I don't even know who that is.
Exactly.
I don't know. I don't know who that is.
That was like peak.
That's the guy who used to squeeze the lemons in his eyes.
What?
That's the guy who used to squeeze the lemons in his eyes.
I don't know who that is. No. All I know about is fucking Rice Scum Team 10 versus Loge.
It's like some boom gang shit. Like don't just do shit just to, because then it's like you're not attracting the fan base that you're trying to. None of them will listen to your music.
You gotta up the ante every time.
It's not just about personality. It's about like John Cena can do that shit because people love John Cena. They're still cheering him. Like this is not Cody. And like this is, you're trying to grow a fan base based off and of people who are going to fuck with you and like listen to your music as well. So
real.
Like just trolling and like doing shit just to get attention or whatever is not going to get a fan base of like, that's what I'm saying, like 1,000 true fans, like people who are going to like wait, like direly wait for you to drop a song, not just direly wait for you to troll somebody. Like that's not really what you, like your thing is. So like I think like all the shit that you do, I think should come from within like who you are. And like when you like, the more that you the best thing that I have done in my career, the best thing that I have done in my career, mind you, season 1 of UD is the most traction I've ever gotten in my career. I performed 3 times, and the reason of that is because I went out and just showed who I am, just was who I am, just like how I am who I am right now. So it's just a matter of showcasing that to people and just allowing that people to naturally fuck with that and support that. And that's gonna get you the right kind of people who are going to listen to your music 4 or 5 years down the line, who are going to buy your merch, who are going to come to your shows and sing your songs word for word. But if you're just doing the trolling shit, people might just look at it because it's like attention seeking, but people are not going to listen to the music. People are not going to actually fuck with who you are. They're probably going to troll you back and probably try to make you fucking miserable. So it's just not the type of fan base that you want to get. Like, it's not just all publicity is not good publicity, because you don't want to be I'm about to say
that's what I was thinking.
You don't want to be like there's a lot of niggas who just get fast traction because they've been trolling and doing shit, but that people don't connect with them. So like 5 years later, 10 years later, people don't give a fuck about them anymore because those people done grew up. Those people don't give a fuck no more. There's another fucking idiot who's just, I'm not calling it idiot. Just, like, I'm talking about people who have posted shit like that. There's another motherfucker who's out here just trolling and doing shit that's even more entertaining now. So it's just like, it's just a dime a dozen for real. So it's just like, but that's something that's like always going to be like ever changing. But something like your perspective, like who you are and how you view the world, nobody else in the world views things exactly how you do. So you have a unique perspective, and people who view things even a smidgen of similar to how you view it will look at you like their hero because I'm relating to you. I can understand who you are. The way that you are naturally is the way that I am. So I'm supporter of you. So that's why I'm saying, like, all the fucking traits that you have, whether it's like embarrassing or whatever, like, show that shit, because that's gonna make people actually become true fans of you. Like, the things that people say to me a lot of time, like people who are supporters of me, be like, oh yeah, I saw the video you made where you were talking about how you turned a new age and felt like this and felt like that and da da da. Like, that's the shit that people like resonate with and talk about, and like just pushing that shit out, the more like you can actually the more that you can actually like connect that way. I feel like
it's like slowly dropping it.
Nah, yeah. So yeah, just like, I don't think you're not a villain. I don't think you're a villain. That's like if you're getting like I think you should focus on showing who you are so that you can garner that fan base of who you are. I mean, once you already have that fan base, then it could be like, because I was thinking of doing some shit like that where I'm like, I could do a skit where it's like evil Kurt Donovan, because like my brand is like so much of like because my brand is so much of like being like genuine and like real and like good. So like shit like that plays, but that only plays into like the already like fan base who understands who you are, because you already established your brand. So like they know that you're joking with that, but like you gotta establish your brand first. Like, that's what I say, John Cena. People know that this is not him, and this is a character, and this is a fucking wrestling event. But if you're putting out shit that's like you're a villain, then people are gonna be like, this nigga's an asshole. I'm gonna fucking just roast him back or whatever. It's just not like, it's not gonna grow the fan base with the music. Yeah.
I don't know. I definitely now get your perspective, but at that moment, I just felt like, oh, I treat life like as if it's a movie, essentially. Like the stereotypical archetype type of ordeal, but also we're in reality. So, I don't know.
No, I mean, you could do like skits, but you always gotta like think of like who you're trying to reach with your shit as well. Because like if we started to try to build UD with the build on the UD fan base by like doing a 180 and like shitting on the artist just to try to get traction.
Oh nah.
It's like that shit is just going to garnish us a fan base of fucking assholes. And no, like it is. And then it's like it's not it doesn't have a focus on what we're actually trying to build, so we're not building on our core audience. So it's like you gotta keep in mind your core audience with that shit.
Right.
So, but you could that doesn't mean you can't like play around with shit and like do skits with shit, but it just gotta make sense to like like what you're trying to do with it. So
Okay.
Are we going to react?
Yeah, shall we get into the reactions?
Waffles with pineapple or chicken and syrup. 100 Shacks versus 1 Gorilla. How you talking about Jean-Pierre Castillo? Waffles. I fuck with the waffles with pancakes. Yeah, because I'm vegan.
Waffles are pancakes.
No, he said with pineapples.
Oh, waffles with pineapples. Yep.
You're vegetarian.
I've had.
You know what's crazy? I definitely tore up some chicken quesadillas.
Yeah, because you're fake vegan.
It's because the
fake
vegan.
Because
the wrap wraps around the chicken, so you can't see the chicken. So if I can't see it, I ain't eating it.
Wait.
I didn't know what was in there.
Wait,
they told me
yesterday?
It was dumplings. Huh?
Yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday. Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Good deal, bro.
Wait.
They had 2 empanadas. They had one get one.
Empanada? No, quesadilla.
2 quesadillas. Buy one get one free. And 2
you
snaps. 20 beans.
That's dope.
Delivery.
That's dope.
What?
I remember having chicken quesadillas during our little carpool trip.
Oh yeah, yeah. Those were pretty good too.
Chicken and syrup. I've had chicken and honey, like fried chicken and honey. It was really good.
Chicken and syrup. That's basically just chicken and waffle.
I usually just put barbecue sauce on my
word.
shit. Drench it with barbecue sauce.
Oh, I forgot. I thought.
Yep.
For a second, I was like.
I love.
Let's react to Mr. Donovan's performance.
Cut the Spotify. What?
Nah, he was saying that. The pterodactyl shit.
First and foremost, so I just to go into the thing. I don't know. I didn't know how to say what I'm trying to say. Going into the show when I was performing, I was like, I needed somebody to announce me that I was performing, and I asked Ashley if she could get either Pterodax or MJ to introduce me, and she grabbed Pterodax, and I didn't realize, like, we didn't realize that he was like incredibly drunk, and
Listen, let me get the fuck off this stage, yo.
he couldn't introduce
My
for
name's Trey
shit.
Button. Turn that off, yo. That was hard. You ate. Give me my time, though. Respect me, yo.
You ate.
Listen. Hard. My name's Trey Button. Mr. 07305. If you don't know the fucking names, you know the fucking name. I'm on Instagram at Trey Button. I'm on Twitter at Trey Button1. I'm on Snapchat, @TreyBunning. Anything you need, I'm at Trey Bunning. You feel me? So make sure you go and check that out. You feel me? And yeah, I appreciate y'all for having me. Love, and see y'all next time.
Shout out Twitter. Now known as X.
Type shit.
Hurry so you could
Make some
talk
noise
on
for
the
Trey
mic.
Button one more time, man. Make some fucking noise for Trey Button one more time.
Hold on to this while you roll.
Yeah, chop chop.
Yeah, chop 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 with your. Is
The
this
birthday song.
expensive weed?
Yes, it is, sir.
Let's go.
Really?
But you know what's crazy though? They don't really.
When'd you get it?
Huh?
When'd you get it?
The other day.
From Joey's boy?
Hey.
He still rolls his joints like it's a tumor. Still.
Thank you, Infest. Hey, we're all here tonight for a specific joint reason. It's to
I could tell.
nervous as fuck right now.
I could tell off rip. It was something wrong. Because you couldn't form it. You couldn't put a damn sentence together.
I wasn't planning to do a speech. You guys are all here for a specific.
He said a speech. I said a speech.
Hey, nigga, introduce me. Fucking live with in this state. This was this community. UD. I see Ashley laughing at me.
Yeah, because I was not expecting him to like
here because-
fumble Loki.
Hilarious.
Did he seem drunk?
Hey.
What happened?
He seemed drunk.
No, when I talked to him, he didn't at all. When I was like, oh, can you introduce Kurt really quick?
Nah, yo, Pterodax.
Oh, New York.
I wasn't ready to give
You
this
picked the
speech.
wrong nigga. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You picked the wrong nigga, right?
What an intro, Pterodax.
He really did.
Yeah.
That's what had me crying the whole time. Wait, hold up. Let me see. Bro, that's what had me crying the whole fucking time, bro. I was like, I definitely heard them ask him to introduce.
You were there, right?
Yes,
By the door?
I was right next to both of you when you pulled him up on stage.
I appreciate each and every one of you guys.
Yeah.
Introducing. I said
I have
me.
a lot of music and I
even
that
do
I went
it.
to.
He went through all of that and didn't mention Kurt once.
Shit that, just real life shit, like personal shit. I went to really have a really
He's
intimate
like, yo.
with y'all.
Happy
Have a Christmas-
birthday,
Is that cool with y'all? Is that cool? Hell yeah.
He be ready to
got a bunch of new shit.
to play the song.
Let me know what y'all. I don't know what to do. Oh, this nigga.
Oh, this nigga. I'm like, I'm not ready, bro.
That nigga nigga said, get on with it. All right, yo, this first song I got is a recent drop. It's really just about like feeling numb after like being heartbroken for real. So if y'all can relate to that, I feel like you would like this song. Let's get it going.
Okay, is this the stream?
Wait, what? What?
Oh no, which one is the stream volume so I can fix it? I mean the YouTube.
Turn it down.
No, I'll.
It's falling over you. A bug night, but I can't sleep. My chest hurts and I can't breathe. I'm drowning, but I can't live. I know. And I'm supposed to let it go. Gotta let the shit go.
Yeah, I was like blowing on my because it's like different. I like how it sounded on it. I was just blowing the mic out. But that's not how it even sounded in the actual like room. It just sounds like that on the stream because like these were like too high. About right here, I realized that I'm about to throw the fuck up if I don't chill out. I was really like, I had the mic damn near in my mouth. But it was funny as hell. Like after like my third song, I was like, mind you, after Smoke Bomb performed, the mic was completely wet, and I was like, damn, I got this mic all in my mouth, all up on my mouth, and this shit was just wet as hell off some mysterious liquid.
Mysterious liquid.
I mean, I think it was water, but there's probably some saliva in there.
This next one is called I Can't Take It. Yo, all this shit, I got a bunch of unreleased. Whatever y'all fucking with, let me know and I'll drop it. Just like that. Right now?
I didn't even practice performing these, but I was already in that register of singing high, so I'm like, I'm just gonna keep it like this and see what happens. But I think it. You see, like even in that, like I sung it low at the beginning, and then like I like corrected it.
It's echoing.
I can take it. Myself all night. I can make it. You're not by my side. Run away to a safe place where I can't escape. Where I don't have to be anxious.
I guess it's also because like. Say what?
Speak into the mic.
Yo, can I get you to do this right here?
I kind of think that was acid. I didn't like that. I did that after the fact. I tried something. I tried something new.
I can't take no more.
What's it called? What'd you say?
Okay, so what I said was like, what's the whole intent on like singing in a very low vocal range now than you did before with Don't Conform? It's like slightly mid tone, like I guess tenor.
Because I guess it's progressively. I'm progressively making it more like I guess like
so much
darker, like more like goth sounding, like low tone, like low frequency, to where it's like it really sounds like it really fits into where like how the instrumental sounds as well, like really the same like vibration of that. Because I also do like
having like a different like singing it higher like at the performance as well. But I do like how I was singing on Don't Conform. I feel like that was I don't know. I feel like I'm just refining like styles like a lot of the time and like experimenting with different like sounds and shit like that. Because I feel like it might like to me like now I kind of like this I like this kind of sound like better than like Don't Conform in a way. I just feel like it was more. No, I mean I still be singing. I feel like it's still similar. I just be singing at like a lower frequency a lot of the time. But I just playing with more shit to be honest, like that. Because it's also about like instrumental too, because like a lot of like the I also want to start making my own beats too, because a lot of the shit is like limiting because there's not a lot of like to me there's not like a lot of options of like really good beats. We did. Yeah, bro. For making beats. I can't even make fucking music because I'm like swamped with like everything else. But that's honestly though, that is just me like not being disciplined because I'd be like wasting a lot of time like just like procrastinating. So that's definitely something I need to get like put together. I was really trying to hear myself as well. Like I had my mouth like real close to the mic because I wanted to hear how I sounded through the speakers.
Thank y'all so much. I love y'all so much for showing this fucking love. Yo, this shit to me is really therapy for real, so I appreciate y'all for getting me through. I know I said I need therapy for real, so maybe, but like, this really is that for real to me, so I appreciate the fuck out of you guys. This next song is called Save My Fucking Self. It's not Save My, it's called Save Myself. Yeah, man, a lot of times, I don't know if any of y'all are people pleasers out there, but like, that shit be like OD, but it's like sometimes you gotta save your fucking self before you can save anybody else, so I be thinking about that a lot. Maybe I should fix up myself a little bit more instead of, you know what I'm saying? So, save yourself.
I can't save myself if I don't even try. I must save myself before I get out those lies. If you need my help, I'm gonna be by your side. I also need help. As much as I am my whole life and believe in me. Look where I'm at, I can't take it easy. Can't get where I want, but just take it easy.
Different tone when it's like different like tempo and like BPM as well, because like a lot of like the dark wave beats be like the lower tempos and like slower, and like that song that I like from like the instrumental from Don't Conform is like more like fast, more tempo.
I must save myself before I get out those lives. If you need my help, I'm gonna be by your side, but I also need you. As much as I have you, girl. Can't sit on me, gotta get on it. Myself is my
This is so clearly like me just performing for the first time, because I performed the first half of it singing it low, and then I like started tweaking at the end. Yeah, there was, I don't know, performance is weird, bro. There'd be certain parts of the performance where, like in that part, like I was doing what he said, like just like laying it out, like just like I don't even know, man. I guess that's like punching a punching bag. Like I really like laid all that shit out for real.
Now, like if you perform, you'll get it.
Yeah.
There you go, so much.
And then niggas cheer you
That
after
one
you
is
punch
called
your
Save
punching
Your
bag.
Fucking Self, quote, unquote. I might change it now. Yeah, cause I'm about to get into some more recognizables. this first song, who could guess it? This first song, I mean, not this first song, this fourth song, is about, well, let's give it away, being yourself,
I had the set list behind the speaker. That's why I kept looking behind there. That's how I knew what song was coming next. I honestly prefer doing that a lot better than doing the mix, because just like I was trying to time the time in between doing the mix to like talk, and then I would just cut myself off.
I would rather fall aside. I could never fall in line.
Yeah, I abandoned the mix at the last minute because we put in like 25 seconds. Oh yeah, I started wow. I put like time in between, but you kind of gotta time it. But I kind of like doing it where it's like cue up the next one. To be honest.
Yo, make some fucking noise right now.
Yo.
Let's keep going.
This nigga, what the fucking? What sound does that mean?
That's like when you're
When
down.
you're down?
Yeah, and then someone has to come and heal you.
Yo, nah, I'm definitely. Yo, I'm about to fucking put that. I'm about to make this clip for my Instagram. Oh shit.
Yo, I'm not gonna two-step right now, I need to see it. Set this place on fire. I need to set it off. Think that it's gonna work, you're in denial. I need to get out of here once. Every day, yeah. Nothing changed, all we do is fight. So I grant a choice, and I true to lie. Do it over here, we'll set this place on fire. It's burning down whether you are like. Only for the door, but it's smoke in my eyes. I don't wanna go, must have fell for your damn lies.
Oh yeah.
We in this place and we burn alive. We do the same thing every time.
Yeah, I had a couple cough breaks during this one. I had to move the mic.
What was going on in your head? Like,
thank you guys so fucking
this
much,
moment?
man.
It'd be a
so
couple
much.
different things.
I got one more. I just need some water real quick.
I'm like thinking of how I'm performing it, how I'm singing. I'm thinking of how I'm moving, and like also sometimes like looking at the like looking at the audience, like what the crowd's doing too. So it's just like different things like I'm focusing on for real.
That's a little freaky, ain't it? You already got your shirt off, and I'm licking things.
Hey yo.
I don't think that's the way. I don't think that's the way.
He said lick the something. He said something. He said something freaky.
Yo, of course I appreciate each and every one of you. All of y'all familiar faces right now. Yo, I appreciate y'all. Make some noise for each other, bro. Make some noise for each other.
I started ranting right before my last song too.
Hell yeah, because even like right here, people be like, oh, your shit, da-da. Not to me, but just in general. People be like, oh, you don't have, if you don't have fucking thousands of people coming to your shows already, people be like, oh, you ain't really doing nothing. But like, it's probably gonna be 5, 6, 7 people in here that are one of the biggest in the world in a couple years for real. So this is more powerful than smoke and mirrors acting like you a big ass artist, but you're not. For real, like the real shit is the real love, the real fucking support. one person is better than fucking having 1,000. One real fan is better. It's not even a fan for. I don't even like that supporter for real. Like one supporter is not. It's way more valuable than 1,000 people just looking just because you the trend for real. So keep being yourself, keep pushing yourself, and keep doing your shit because there's people who fucking with what you saying. Because a lot of this shit I used to just say to myself and say to my mirror and until I started putting on shit and really pushing that message, I really started seeing like, yo, yeah, nah, people, this is like people feel the same way. People really connect in that way. So I love that shit. Y'all can do the same shit, bro. So I want to see every one of y'all succeed, and we gonna make that shit happen for real. So that's what it is. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm a professional chatter.
This is a certified hood classic.
Alright, hold on. Pause that. In lieu to what I said, I wasn't even peeping to fucking correlate that with the next song.
Nah, that was funny as hell. I said,
Bro, you dropped the beat and brought it back.
Nah, you're good.
It was like, nah,
Yes.
wait, actually,
In lieu of that message.
yo, I said fucking
I got a
in
song.
lieu of that message. And nigga in the
fuck is
crowd
Lou?
said, who the fuck is Lou?
That's fancy talk. For
Yo, that was hilarious.
In other words, yes. This is the song that really, it's crazy. This song, like, I made like 7 versions of the song, went to mad different studios, and then after making mad versions, I was like, yo, the first one is.
Yeah, I be looking back like, damn, I'm still talking.
So,
I was looking at you like, yo, you really stopped the song.
I definitely did kill some of the momentum for sure.
I was like, yo,
definitely
just let the song play, bro.
yes. I need everybody to turn up to this song. Right? This is my last song.
I definitely did kill some of the momentum for sure. Because I warmed him down to play some lit shit. I warmed myself down. And I'm like, oh shit, I just fucking calmed myself down to this song.
They just fall in line. That shit makes me suicidal. Saying true to you is vital. Waiting someone else on time. They just fall in line. That shit makes me suicidal. Say yourself right to your Bible. Maybe it pays off when you die. You're far behind. You will never leave far behind. All your insecurities all in your mind. Everybody fighting stuff, give it time. I wanna fight, starting out and make it feel the top of the sky. Drugs are not the only thing that's getting me high.
Adjusting because like while you speak.
Oh, that's alright.
It's alright. No, it's been a hard life. Your guy's way is right. You can feel it inside. Feel like life is passing you by. Yeah. You gotta cry. You can do whatever you like. You just gotta try and just fall in line. That shit makes me suicidal.
Yeah, this was a fun night, man.
Why you someone else all the time? They just fall in line.
True.
That shit makes me suicidal. Say yourself right to your Bible. Maybe it makes
It's all good, man. It's gonna be a lot more to come for sure.
yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
What's it called? Yeah. New Kurt emo.
So this is where you go.
That's my Jim Bros version of yeah. Nice lift, but I just see it on Instagram. Sorry. I'm just speaking my mind. So what y'all want to do now? Oh shit. Shit, that was all I said.
Terrible.
Hell yeah. I'll take a request. Fake love. I actually was gonna put that on there. Yo, you got Spotify on there? You probably definitely don't.
Did you perform another song?
For like 3
they
more.
requested.
Yo, that sounded kind of freaky. Nice freaky sound.
Yo.
What song did they record?
Oh, Edifice says I'm freaky, so I call them nice freaky sounds.
Yo.
Fake love.
They request.
Fugazi love.
What is it? Fake love. Oh, I just sipped this. I don't even know who this is.
That's not mine.
Yo, how y'all fucking with this venue now?
Can you hold this for a second?
Yo, fucking with it? Hell yeah. On base. I like the nice little vibe of going from like lit here, and then I went downstairs and there was like house music, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck? This is like another event right here.
This is a certified chatter.
A certified chatter.
This is a certified.
I'm talking to both mics.
So make sure y'all check that out. Nice little special after fucking.
Yeah, man. Sometime I require.
Yeah. I ran out.
Let me get a water.
After.
Sometime
I found it. Wait, hold on. Also, after this, y'all gotta go home. We have a fucking studio in there. We're gonna be chilling. And oh, we have a raffle too. Oh yeah, we got a raffle going too. I'm gonna give out the raffle after this. You got the tickets?
No, we do in the fridge.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, can you get it? All right, bet.
You ain't make me no coffee.
Hey.
No way.
This song I made when I felt.
Oh, I asked if you wanted to.
From a little bit of a person.
No, it was really good.
But, you just don't like to feel like people just fuck with you just because you want people to fuck with you because they fuck with you. You know what I mean? Nah, facts. You say I'm high? I'm really not that high, to be honest with you.
He really wasn't that high.
You're just tired.
No, he was just chatting. People thought he was high.
Maybe I was high off the tired.
I also got boom weed.
You're just tired.
I also got cheap weed, so you gotta smoke a lot of it to get something. Alright, anyways.
It might start echoing.
Alright, sorry. I kind of got off track.
Just move the mic.
This song is about fake love and not liking it. That's what it is about. I appreciate y'all putting up with my buffoonery.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had it on my mix, but I couldn't find it to send to him. I was glad that we did this one.
I can't take it all. I can't take all the fake love. I can't take it all. I can't take it all. I can't take. I run away.
Plastic. I mean, yeah. The flute. Yeah.
Don't fall asleep. I'll be caught way awake. I need to go the other way. Somebody accepted me.
If you know this song, sing it.
Oh shit. Yeah.
I can't take it all. I can't take all the fake love.
You know how to
I
use
can't take it all. I can't take it all. I can't take for the fake love.
Let's read November.
I can't take it off. So I love it when she take it off. Yeah, I can't wait, can't wait. You can't tell me, you can't tell me. What am I waiting for? I'm so tired of being bored. It seems like anyone cares.
I think I seen you in the crowd.
It feels fair. Drop to the floor like a kiss in the air. For the fed love, I need something real I can bear.
And then they had me do. Yo, I was not
There you go, so much.
prepared
I
for that.
performed that in like a year, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, had me do. I'm not feeling you. I was not prepared. Yeah, that shit was cool. That shit was cool.
It was.
Hell yeah. I got.
The fuck? What the
Some
hell?
updates. If y'all go to link in my bio and click on my shit.
I tried to say what I said today here, but it kind of came out like
I'm gonna give y'all like the songs exclusively before I put it on.
I don't think it came out correctly, but like word. But yeah, man, that was my performance. That was I enjoyed myself. I thought it was I might have done a little too much chatting, but I think it was really good
It was
though.
great.
Like, I really enjoyed myself. I think it was one of the performances that I really enjoyed. One of the more enjoyable ones on as for sure. And I think it was dope, and I definitely want to. I'm excited to just keep like pushing like my like music and getting back to it probably in some months from now, back on it to the stage as well. So yeah, so I had a great time. I had a great time. That's how I feel, Ash.
Man. Me too. I had a great time. Yes. UD38. You guys did great. Love you guys.
Thank you so much.
I'm just a bystander.
Nice, good man. But yes, we are going to proceed forward. With the shows are going to be every last Saturday of every month of moving forward, and new updates are gonna be coming out soon. New everything gonna be coming out soon. We're gonna have new shows. I'm gonna be dropping a calendar for all the shit we're gonna do in May tomorrow. So tap in with that and tap in with all the updates, and for all the artists, keep continuing to keep grinding and putting yourself in a position to grow for real. So definitely want to see everybody like continue to grow and build and get to the point where we can actually take this shit all over the place and be able to take yourself all over the place for real. So definitely gonna keep going with this and keep developing, and excited to see where this goes. So keep tapped in Underground Development 2, and I will see you on the next stream.
See you guys.